Hi, everybody, and welcome to the BallGame Blitz Sports Network, produced by Worthy Road Studios on the Trinity Christian Academy Facebook page. It's Homecoming 2023 here at the Lions Lair. I'm Dave McCulley, Diamond Dave, along with Stan the Man, Stan Gerard. It's another night of high school football. A great day today, wonderful weather tonight. We expect the temperature to be down in the 60s pretty soon, and we get ready for a big regional matchup. Lions coming in at 6-2 and 3-0 in the region. Meanwhile, the Tipton Rosemark Academy Rebels out of North Shelby County come in at 6-2 and 1-2. Stan Gerard, the Lions coming off another big win, and it's good to be back home. First time we've been here in almost a month.
Well, it's been, 4 of the last 5 weeks we've been on the road, not counting the Manassas game. But
the Manassas game, I forgot about that.
During that 5-week slate, that was game number 2. But big ball game tonight. Only hard to believe, only 2 games left in the regular season, and this one could not be more important. If you're a Tipton Rosemark fan, you must win tonight to have a shot at the playoffs. If you don't win tonight, get ready to blow up the basketballs because it's over.
Meanwhile,
and
the Lions,
TCA, obviously, looking to play for a region title. All they need to do is win this game tonight, take care of business next week, and we the champs.
Yeah, you can't look past tonight to Thursday night against Jackson Christian, can you?
No, you can't. So the Rebel team's won 6 games. Remember, there's a Tipton Rebel team that was not very good last year. They've come back and won 6 ball games this season, and so it's a much improved club over what they had last year. And the thing to remember about Rosemark, there's one name you always remember, last name, the name is Fullen. And they've got 2 more in the starting lineup tonight. It seems like every year that we've ever played TCA, there's been a Fullen in the lineup.
Yeah, the senior quarterback, he'll wear number 17 as you folks make your way into the stadium. Tonight's game being brought to you in part by the Blacksmith Restaurant, Carlike Nissan, Foundation Bank, our first down sponsor, Aloha Poos, Jones Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, Deaton's Carpet, Elite Dental, Humboldt Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep Ram, Bank of Jackson, Food Right, Waterwell Solutions, Tennessee Tractor, West Tennessee Bank, and McCoy's Heating and Air. We're going to bring you the Coach Bowling interview with Stan earlier tonight than we normally do. It'll be in our next segment coming up in just a matter of seconds. And Stan, we're doing that because we have a lot of things going on. We're going to have the national anthem on tonight, homecoming at halftime, so a lot of activities here tonight. And another big homecoming. You and I have been here for several of these through the years.
Through the years. They started the events at about 5 o'clock this afternoon. And for those of you who do not know, there will be fireworks after the game.
How about that?
It's basically what was supposed to happen during Meet the Lions are going to do tonight. But Diamond looking at TCA 155, 171 overall, 47.5% of their games the Lions have won. TCA, a school who's been around a similar amount of time, 124 and 208, 37.3% of the time. Tonight's game marks the 8th time that TCA and Tipton Rosemark have met on the football field. TCA leads the overall series 5-2, and TCA has won 3 straight games. And Diamond, if you remember, Tipton Rosemark's last win was back in 2019 when they came here to the Lions Lair and put a pasting on us, 68-31, and then TCA won last year's ball game 45-10.
Great job with your game notes. Before we go to the Coach Bowling interview, he'll talk about homecoming. He'll talk about the opponent tonight. 2 common opponents, Stan.
2 common opponents, and those being Jackson Christian. We haven't played Jackson Christian yet. Tipton Rosemark lost 41-0 to Jackson Christian, and let's see who the other one was.
Harding and Fed Academy.
Harding Academy. It was Rosemark winning 41-8, and of course TCA won that ball game 42-0. So there's your common opponents. I don't know how much that tells you, but it is what it is, my friend. A big hello. I know we're going to have a nice crowd of Rosemark fans checking in tonight. I want to thank their coach, William Dean, who incidentally is his 3rd year. He's 16-14 for spreading the word about this broadcast on their social media platforms over there. Sent some message to him late yesterday or early yesterday morning. He replied to him at an ungodly hour of the morning, too. So Coach was up, and appreciate him publishing that information for us to try and grow the audience, and we welcome those folks from Tipton Rosemark to the broadcast tonight.
No doubt about it. Let's take a 2-minute break. This is the countdown to kickoff here on the TCA Network. We'll come back. Stan had a chance to talk to Coach Bowling, who he just talked about. We'll talk to Coach Bowling and hear his pregame thoughts about the Lions and the Rebels. It's coming up next after this on the BallGame Blitz, Worthy Road Studios and Trinity Christian Academy's Facebook page. Stay with us, everyone.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at Humboldt Dodge Chrysler Jeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory. Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not, shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Waterwell Solutions, LLC offers experienced and diversified services throughout the greater Tennessee area. Waterwell Solutions specializes in water well drilling operations. They're experienced in the design, construction, and maintenance of wells from 4 to 16 inches in diameter and depths up to 1,000 feet. Waterwell Solutions has 3 locations in Summerville, Brownsville, and Trenton. For a consultation, give them a call at 731-779-1275.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should already be here.
Special interest rates as low as 0%.
You should already be here.
We have cars, trucks, SUVs, and the all-new electric Nissan Ariya.
You should already be here.
We even have no payments for 90 days.
You should already be here.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Carlock Nissan of Jackson.
I'm speaking with the head coach of the TCA Lions, Darren Bowling. Coach, a big victory last week down in Memphis. Talk a little bit about that win last week against FACS, and then we'll talk about what we got facing ahead of us at Tipton Rosemark.
Yeah, that game seems like a blur now looking back, but there's a lot going on right now, so just but it was a good win for us. Number one, I thought, we're playing a really good team. I mean, they're ranked in the state, ranked above us. I mean, we're playing a team that was people thought was better than us in a sense, and so anytime you got that and you go in, and I thought the kids played very, very hard. And the main thing is we finished the game. When we were up, we went ahead and kind of put the foot on the throat right there and got the game in the bag at the end of it. And so that's something that we're trying to get better at as well, is finishing those games. Not just being ahead for a little while and then finding a way to let the other team come back, but just go ahead and keep the throttle down. And so I thought we had a little sputter there in the third quarter, but then I thought in the fourth quarter we came on and took care of business.
Offensively, to me, it was one of the better performances TCA's had in several years from a fan's perspective, sitting back in the stands and watching it. For the most part, we were clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, that's, something we stress every single day, and I think we're getting better and better. We're starting to really grasp that and understand that. And of course, you got Cooper at quarterback who takes ownership in the offense, and of course Braden and Kyan and all those linemen up front. They're starting to understand that if we take ownership in this thing and we understand that, hey, we only can stop ourselves. Quit making mistakes and quit getting behind the chains and those kind of things, that we're good enough to move the football. And so it was good to see that Friday night. We had one, we scored every possession but one, and on that one, we had a flag here and there and got behind the chains, and again, those things that hurt you. And so, we're getting smarter offensively, doing things. Got a little more physical in there Friday night on offense, and ran a heavy set and ran some power stuff, and that helps us. It helps us on the defensive side too at practice when we're working the heavy set on offense. And so I was real proud of the offense Friday night. And defensively, I thought once we hemmed in number one, we were able to handle him pretty good. Once we got him cornered and didn't give him the open field. The big thing in the first half was just he got the open field a lot, and when he's in the open field, he's just a special guy. He's hard to bring down, and so hard to get a hand on, much less bring him down. And so second half, I thought we did a really good job of corralling him, keeping him in check. And then the only 2 touchdowns they had in the second half were both trick plays. One of them was the lonesome polecat play, and then a double reverse flea flicker pass, on the other touchdown. And so I thought defensively we settled in and started playing better as well.
Looking ahead to tonight's opponent, Tipton Rosemark. Coach, as we've looked at these, we're starting to pay attention to playoff brackets. And as we look at things with 2 weeks to go in the regular season, we're locked into the playoffs. But you got a team in Tipton Rosemark, the Giant Rebs. They're coming in from the outside. Their back's completely against the wall. And so they got to come in with a chip on the shoulder and a lot to prove to themselves. Even though they're 6-2, they've got a lot to prove themselves. They're on the outside looking in, and all they're going to do is pin their ears back and come at you, because there is no tomorrow for those guys. Tonight is their playoff game.
Yeah, I think they've got to win the last 2 for sure to get in, get a chance to get in. And so, we're definitely one of those 2. We're the next one on the list, the next one on the schedule. They've got to play, and they got to find a way to win. And so you got to respect that as a team and understand that as a team. And, we never want to look ahead, so we're not looking toward the playoffs yet. We're taking it one game at a time, and TRA is our next opponent, and that's the one we've been preparing for all week, and just trying to get better at what we do. But, again, I think they're going to come in here with guns blazing, and ready to fight for their lives, so to speak. And so, it's going to be a tough contest for us.
Looking at Tipton Rosemark, don't have a lot of stats available on them, but the one thing I noticed throughout their lineup, and really throughout their lineup for the last several years, have been some names that have always hurt TCA, and it's the last name of Fullen, and they got another couple of them this year, but those Fullen brothers and cousins and whatnot, they seem to know how to play the game of football.
Yeah, when you get at schools like that have that bloodline going through it, I guess is what you'd say. Used to play a team that had dominoes, and man, those dominoes just kept coming and coming and coming, and they were all really good, all from the same bloodline, and really good football players. And so, those guys are good players. They understand the game, and again, it's going to be a tough game for us. Offensively, they're not flashy. They don't do anything that, but at the same time, they're not looking for the big play. They're not looking for the flashy play. They don't make a lot of mistakes, and they don't make a lot of penalties, because they're just trying to play smash mouth football with you in there, so defensively it's going to be a challenge, for us, get in there and that phone booth with them and play some football.
I imagine we're going to try and stretch those young men out a little bit over the course of the game.
Yeah, offensively, I think we're going to be okay. Again, as long as we do our thing and take care of our business and not make mistakes, not turn the ball over, things like that, I think. But the biggest thing is getting the ball. You got to be able to stop them to get the football. And so, defensively is where the challenge is this week. We're going to have to do a good job there and focus on that and make sure we take care of business on the defensive side.
Coach, the offense they're going to run, obviously, they're going to try and keep the thing, keep everything packed in, like I said, grind it out against us. Looking as a guy who's always played that type of offense, got to tell us a little secret here. It's before game time. What do you do to stop an offense like that?
Well,
because you designed it, you all know you had to figure out a way to keep people from stopping it.
It's a tough thing, and when you're on the other side of the coin, sometimes when I was a smash mouth guy, and that's what I wanted to do, and we would bore people to death and win. We just sneak up on them, bore them to death, but not make mistakes. That was the key to it, is not making any mistakes. And so defensively, we're going to have to try to make some things happen. get them behind the chains a little bit here and there and not let them just grind the ball down the field on us.
Coach, we'll talk to you. Our first home game in over a month. We'll talk to you after a big TCA win.
That sounds great. Thank you.
That's the head coach.
Your life. Your home.
Your business. Your future.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank strives to serve its clients in every season of life. With vast experience in personal and business banking, we take pride in guiding you through significant events. At West Tennessee Bank, we help you realize your dreams.
West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
I will be the greatest, greatest, greatest. 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 I will be
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spa even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our Foundation Benefits with High Interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you. Foundation Bank is a division of McKinsey Banking Company, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
And again, welcome back, everybody, here to Trinity Christian Academy Homecoming 2023. The Lions coming in at 6-2 and 3-0 in the region. They take on the tough Tipton Rosemark Rebel team at 6-2 and 1-2. I'm Dave McCulley along with Stan Gerard. You heard the comments of Coach Bowling there just a moment ago. Stan, great interview as always, and he pretty well tells it the way it is, doesn't he?
He certainly does. Just, very, very plain, very soft-spoken, but he means business. Diamond, a lot of big games in and around West Tennessee. A lot of games we're going to be following tonight. Franklin Grace at DCA. Yeah, it's the middle part of the state, but those two teams both alive for third place in the middle region. Possible future playoff opponents for both teams. That's going to be a dandy of a ball game. Jackson Christian is down in Memphis against Harding Academy. 2 words to describe that game: mercy rule. FACS at Fayette Academy. Winner is the inside track for third place in the region after TCA punching out FACS last week. Fayette Academy playing much better these days. JCM was mercy ruled by Riverside last night, 41-6. USJ is at St. Benedict's, and with a win, USJ will lock down third place in that region, and that should be no problem for the Bruins tonight. South Gibson at Northside. Winner is in position to take second in Class 4A Region 6. Harding County at Southside. Hardin County dominates that ball game. Southside already eliminated. Liberty and Dyersburg, mercy rule. Scotts Hill and Bolivar, this game nothing for pride, both eliminated from the playoffs, but I like Scotts Hill in the ball game. Huntington over Camden, Stangs secure the region title with a win tonight. Lexington at Chester County, winner secures fourth place in Region 6 in Class 4A. Ripley at Covington, both teams tied for second, along with Dyersburg. It's a three-way jam. The entire region has been decided. Now they're just jockeying for position. Gleason's at Dresden. Dresden already the region champs in that deal. Obion County at Dyer County. A Dyer County win sets up a region title game with Haywood next week. McKinsey at Freedom Prep. It is Adamsville at Gibson County. South Fulton at Halls. Crockett County Haywood. Union Humboldt and Diamond. I think we're ready to go to the national anthem.
I think we're going to do that.
Halen is the son of William and Tori Wilkerson. Let us pray. Lord, we thank you for another day on this earth. We thank you for the many blessings that you've given us, and we thank you for this great game of football. Lord, we pray for these athletes and their families. We pray for safety over each one of these men playing tonight. We pray for good sportsmanship on both sides of the ball. Lastly, Lord, we thank you for your son, Jesus, and give you all the glory, honor, and praise. In Jesus' name, amen.
And we'll be back after this on the BallGame Blitz. Don't you go nowhere.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation. Bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee. If you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Invocation a moment ago by the public address announcer here. Does a great job, Clint Reed. And Halen Wilkerson with a great version of your national anthem. Welcome back, everybody. The captains making their way toward midfield. Stan, we want to thank again tonight Bradley White on the camera. We have Brady Rich with us tonight as well. Coach P, Philip Robertson's our producer and director. Our executive producer and director is Jay Cashin. And the guy that's over everyone is very talented Paul Schultze. Stan, captains meet at midfield on the purple tee. We get ready for the coin toss.
And two teams getting ready to get after. Like we said at the beginning of the show, Diamond, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Let's take a look here at the
Brady Rich with that shot.
At the dreaded coin toss, as some people used to say years ago.
Tipton Rosemark will be wearing the white tonight. The Lions in the very familiar black and white here at home.
And it looks like Rosemark has won the toss, and they have elected to receive the football to start this game. So it's going to be the TCA defense on the field first to start this ball game. And Diamond, simply put, TCA needs to come out and establish themselves early. Come out hitting hard, running hard, throwing hard, hitting good and hard and early. And let's put this game away early so we can get ready for next week.
Nick Jones, one of the captains out there. Daniel Cashin. Nicholas Riddick out there as well. Halen Wilkerson on the anthem a moment ago. And Rosemark, their captains out there were Cole Devitt. Meanwhile, it was Jackson Fulham, the great quarterback. Hyatt Williams, one of the other captains as well. Well, Stan, you heard from Coach Bowling. The fans did as well. And we've talked about other games in the area. What are the keys for a TCA home win tonight?
I think TCA just got to take care of business personally. The TCA offense hit on all cylinders there. You see the Lions as they take the field, led by the Flag Corps. But the definitive favorite in this game, if you ask me. And like I said earlier, just come out, play hard, no mistakes, and let's like the Big E Elvis said, let's take care of business, baby.
No doubt about it. Number 22, Hank Miller, the Hammer and Hank brought out the flag. He's the leading tackle on the team. Kobe Moore's right behind him. And we'll give you some stats about Waller and Cooper Vales and all the gang here in just a matter of moments. I had a chance to talk to Cooper's lovely mom and little sister the other day over at Kroger. Ran into them, and we had a nice about a 10-minute chat talking about this team. Stan, you brought something up coming back from Memphis the other week, and I totally agree with you. A 9-point loss to USJ. I think there's the fireworks.
Well, some of them anyway.
And we'll have fireworks after the game as well, hopefully after a big win. But you take a 9-point loss to USJ. I think if we played USJ, no disrespect to the Bruins, I think we'd beat them now. I'm not so sure Riverside, but we had them by 14 with 8 or 7.5 minutes left, 8 minutes left, and we lost by 2. So this team could very well be undefeated and number 1 in the state.
These two teams
along with Jackson Brewster.
Yep, these two teams getting ready to kick off. TCA, love these uniforms. The white pants, black shirts, white numbers with a little purple trim. Rosemark in the white uniforms with some red numbers and some blue in there. It's the Lions and the Johnny Rebs getting ready to go after it one more time. Like we said, huge game for both teams. Rosemark fighting with their backs against the wall for their very playoff lives. And with the call of the game, here's the voice, my paw, Diamond Dave McCauley.
Thank you, son. Joshua Delk. There's the story behind that, folks. Kicks it off. DeLuca will run under it at about the 5-yard line. He's straight up the gut to the 10. As you watch him tumble his way to the 20, and the Lions' special teams has been outstanding for the most part this year. And down on that stop stand very quickly.
Hammer and Hank Miller.
Hammer and Hank down there to make the stop. And Miller leads this team in tackles. We mentioned a moment ago, Kobe Moore on his heels at number 2. Fans still coming in here tonight on homecoming. Lions defensively will set up shop in the 3-man front. It will be Fullen, one of the guys that Stan talked about a moment ago, Jackson Fullen. We do not have stats on Tipton Rosemark. We apologize for that, but we're not available. Big scoreboard. Boy, the scoreboard is absolutely beautiful, and Jay Cashin has it running at full blast. Everything going full force down there.
It's got some new roars on it that you're going to hear tonight, too.
Fullen has the handoff, and it's going to be running that football. That's going to be DeLuca.
DeLuca's going to pick up about 6 on that play, Diamond Dave.
Yep. So a good pickup up to about the 20. And he gets to the 28-yard line, doesn't he?
Yep. He's second in, we're going to call it second about 3 on that play.
So a nice pickup.
You had a TRA there almost in a wishbone type offense. The line is balanced, but they're running pretty much a wishbone formation, blocking back as you see behind the tackle, and they'll go wherever that guy goes.
Now they'll hand it off to the running back, and he's going to plunder his way to about the 31. He's going to get the first down. Well, let's wait and see.
That's going to be Nick Fullen.
It's going to be a Fullen carried at that time. I apologize. A little shifty there with the handoff, or lack of a handoff. Through me. Third down in a yard. I was premature on it. They got to get to the 32. They brought the ball back to the 22, Diamond Dave. So it's 3rd and 1. A big play here for the offensive unit very quickly. They've got some size on that offensive line.
A lot of this formation, what you're seeing right now, is reminiscent of what Riverside did a little bit after we got a couple of touchdowns ahead.
Fullen in that shotgun, back east side of him. He is nifty and shifty, and he moves his way to the 40. And just nothing fancy about it, Stan. They put the ball in the hands of the quarterback, and he followed that big offensive line. First down.
Yeah, 9-yard gain, first down for Rosemark. We'll make the changes and get that stopped pretty quickly, though, I think.
It will be 3rd down, or make it 1st down. That's 3 downs they've had. They picked up 18 yards. The band in full force, homecoming, the lovely cheerleaders right below us. The pageantry of a high school football game on a fall night. 67 degrees here in Jackson as we get it underway. Podolsky, the very fine receiver here to the near side. Tight formation. They shift around, double tight end set. Fullen in that shotgun. He's going to run behind his back, not get much, and he's going to be hammered, and he's brought down there. And a nice play there coming up from the secondary. It is one Gabe Lee.
Gabe Lee specializing in these types of plays. Quarterback taking that, and he's going to lose 2. He's got 7 net yards on 2 carries.
We've talked last week about the progression of Gabe Lee from game 1 to now. Just outstanding. Podolsky goes far side right this time. You see him on your screen. They bring a receiver to Luca here to the near side. Fullen has that one back there with him. Got the up back as well in there for blocking. Fullen gets it. He's going to follow that back, and he's going to go outside, and he's going to be stopped as he crawls his way to about the 42. A host of lines there, and there's Gabe Lee again. Also on the stop is Nate Pagagua.
Pick up their quarterback taking that. Tries to follow his blocking, breaks outside. Good pursuit by TCA as the Little General and Company get in there with actually a little bit of a loss in that play.
You see Joshua Vincent follow his assignment. He was back in that backfield in case the ball was handed off to the running back. They bring the up back this time is Brenner. An empty backfield other than Fullen. 4 wideouts and the Lions jump. Going to give them a cheap 5. It's 3rd down at about 9. We're going to give them 5. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Diamond, the one thing, though, when you're in this type of offense, it's not a really good offense to throw the football from, unless you're like a Georgetown from your league up when Bethel, they can throw the ball from time to time. But it's not the easiest offense to throw the ball from. Primarily, it's going to be a tie game offense, or the wingback something right across the middle of the field, like a jump pass or something like that. But that formation really kind of limits you offensively a little bit. And now they go to the slot.
Pretty well, though. They put the hands in the offensive line's hands here in this first series. Here's the pass out, and it's dropped. Incomplete. Would have been right at the chain over there at about midfield, but he's dropped it, and I would think Podolsky couldn't come up with it. Pretty well thrown ball by Fullen. It's going to be 4th and about 4, and let's see if they go for it or they'll bring out the punter. No sign of the punter yet.
Had the first down.
He was right at it, wasn't he, Stan? Yeah, sure was.
He was right at it, but he was also feeling lead. You notice that line is making the penetration and putting the pressure on the quarterback there.
Lions have to be disciplined here and not jump across and give them a cheap first down.
That's what they're going to try and do first of all.
4th and 4. I'm going to be surprised if they snap the ball here. 4th and 4. The ball at their own 46-yard line.
And for the first time all year, we have a play clock down the left-hand end.
They're going to go for it. They sure did. And there's Fullen. He's got to be stopped. Now, second effort gives him, he's going to be about a yard short or half a yard short. He got to the 49 stand, need to get right at the 50. It's going to be 4th and no, they're going to go on 4th down and didn't get it.
Yeah, going to be held just a bit short there.
Lions hole. A host of Lions making that stop stand on the 4th and 4.
So after the initial
that's
first down.
That's not even a yard stand. Look at that. That's about the length of a football.
After the initial first down giving up, the TCA defense stiffens, and now the offense, you always like when you start the drive on the opponent's 49.
You stifle the offensive unit of the team when you stiffen, you know what I mean? 8:35 left here in this first stanza. They got a couple of first downs, but nothing more. Ball at the 49-yard line of Tipton Rosemark. They put Nick Jones in motion. Now bring him back. And the Lions are not going to snap it as of yet.
Hello, Miss Peggy watching. Hey, Stan, Dave, Betty Lucky, our lovely friend watching up in Milan. Charles and Rose Haynes checking in. Boom, Patrick Boom.
Jones
watching.
in motion. That's a decoy. They give it to Lakai. LT loose. 40, 35-30, 25-20. You can write it down. 6 points. Lakai Thompson, 49-yard run. Touchdown.
Well, Diamond Dave McCulley, that did not take very long at all. First play from scrimmage, 49 yards, shucking and jiving. Diamond, I don't know if they ever even laid a hand on him in that ball in that run.
You stole my thunder. If they did, it was fleeting, no doubt about it. And here's Williams in to attempt the PAT. David Willard, excuse me. I said Williams. They have a Williams on their side that kicks. Willard, snap back, ball down, kick up. That kick is good. He's only missed 2 all year. It's 7-0. Lakai, a 49-yard run, 49-yard drive after the Lion defense set the offense up in great stead. A 30. It's TCA 7. Tipton Rosemark nothing. 8:24 left in the first. Stay with us.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Diamond Dave McCulley. Cheeseburgers, cheap chip. No Pepsi, though, for us later on.
49-yard drive, and Stan, the defense, set them up in great stead. Here's Delk. Delk does the kickoffs.
And punts.
Willard does the punts, and Willard does the point afters and field goals. Well, DeLuca back there again, along with his compadre, Redmond, Adam Redmond. He's far side right over there. 7-0 Lions. Cheerleaders love it. The crowd loves it, and the band loves it. And we love it. Here's Williams, fills it on the first hop, a la Derek Jeter, to the 10-15, and it's to about the 24, and he stopped there in a vicious hit by the Lions. Clean, but vicious.
Yeah, let's take a look at this again so we can see who got it. We hadn't been looking out the window after that one. TCA, again, doing a great job with the penetration, and bam, good hits early on, and that was number 14 for TCA, Diamond Dave, and that is?
Tanner Webb.
Tanner Webb with a big hit. That TCA kickoff team has certainly been fearless lately.
Yeah, this special teams unit in almost every facet has really progressed all year. This is why this team's been another reason why this team's been so successful. Well, Fullen's back there, has one back to his left, sends the receiver one each way. The up back now is to the left.
Quarterback keeper.
No, he handed it off that time, and it fooled TCA and it fooled us. And running that football will be, that is Dotson, I believe, that carried it. Was that number 20?
We'll see one more time.
Spot that number, Stan. Those red numbers hard to read on the white from this distance.
22, Nick Fullen.
That was Nick Fullen. Nick's Fullen, the brother of the quarterback. So the Fullen brothers team up, and Stan, they've got the ball in TCA territory at the 49-yard line, 1st and 10. That's a good run.
Yes, it was.
Big blocks on that right side of that offensive line as well. Their offensive line is
not bad size.
They're pretty well built. Fullen in that shotgun again. Hands it off on the counter buck this time, and that's running the ball is DeLuca, and he gets maybe a yard or two, and that's it. And the Lions close the gap there after a 2-yard gain.
DeLuca, they're going to give him about 2 on the play.
Yeah, he almost got 3, didn't he, Stan?
Very close.
If we were in a generous mood, we'd give him 3. So let's do that. Let's give him 3, Stan. What do you think?
Okay.
Second down and 7.
I got to do about what you say.
It's going to be second and long 7. That coming back from last week, Stan, our fans, when we were down in Memphis at FACS, and the guy told Jay said, I got 2 guys over here. He said, yeah, the crippled guy and his dad. Second down and 7 in case. I'm sure all of you heard it, but some of you may not have. Here is the snap, and running that ball again is Nick Fullen. He's got some running room and saving the touchdown all the way inside the 25-yard line. I'm telling you, Stan, if Caleb Williams doesn't get him, that was
a direct snap, wasn't it?
It was. That was Nick's Fullen. I thought that was Nick's Fullen that carried it, 22. I think the direct snapped it to him instead of Fullen. Yeah, that's right. Eyes like an eagle. Stand Gerard. Ball at the 22-yard line.
30-yard run.
1st and 10. So they took the ball at the 25. They moved it right down the field to the TCA 22. TCA leads the game 7-0. Fullen play fakes this time, keeps it, crashes his way inside the 20, and he's down to about the Well, they may have stopped him at the 20. They do, right at the 20-yard line. Pick
Short
him up
gain, yeah, about 2 yards on the play.
Gabe Lee comes over and has to throw up. Looks like a wrap that he had on his arm, maybe. Throws it over here. Lakai retrieves it. Lakai does everything. He sells popcorn and everything else here. We approach the 6-minute mark. Let's give him 2. Second down and 8, Stanley at the 20.
Well, Rip, you got Rosemark here. You know, we scored that touchdown, made it look easy, Diamond Dave. But you got Rosemark answering in fine fashion as well.
Jackson Fullen. No, they direct snapped it this time to Nick Fullen again. Nick goes to the 18, stop there. Well, 19, only a yard pickup. It's going to be third down and about 8.5 yards. Stand there putting the Fullen brothers back there and take your pick. Who they're snapping it to every time?
I don't think they gained a yard on that play.
Well, let's give him a half a yard, yep.
Okay.
Third down and about 8.
0.5.
5:32 in a quickly played first quarter. TCA leads the game 7-0. Kai Tompkins, if you're just joining us, 49-yard run after TCA's defense held them on a 4th and 4.
When you're doing that direct snapping, like with 2 guys back there, it's very reminiscent of a single wing offense, and you see the dual blocking backs on either side behind each tackle.
Sure is. Now, Fullen, this is in this case Jackson Fullen.
I bet you a guy named Fullen's going to carry the ball.
Yeah, they bring it to Nick Fullen again. He stopped. That didn't fool TCA at all. And the first guy back there, what a great shoestring tackle. And Stan, the first guy back there
is Colby Moore.
Yep, Colby Moore is second leading tackler on this football team. He made a tremendous read. That's a loss of about 3 yards. It's 4th and, well, 2 yards. It's 4th and 10.
See, one of those pulling guards there was supposed to take Colby out, but he penetrated so good, the blocking back would have had to peel off his line to make it, so he tried to follow up the progression, but we just fouled that play all up. Great penetration by the offensive line.
He read it beautifully, didn't he? Here's Fullen, wants to throw, and incomplete. And he is hit right when he unloaded as well. And forcing him to throw that ball very quickly was one Joshua Vincent. And the Lions defense holds.
Look at this play here. They're going to a bunch left, split the wing backs. And what we did, what was nice, what we did, we had somebody trailing that fullback or that wing back that pulled right side. If you notice that, we had somebody chasing off after him, covering all bases.
So the Lions take over, and they'll take over at their own 21-yard line.
Well, Don, I don't know about you, but I'll give them a few yards every scrimmage as long as we can go 49 play.
No doubt about it. Here is Cooper Vales keeping on the run. He's at the 30, 35, 40. Didn't quite get to the 40 Diamond Day, but he's down at the 38-yard line. Great read. Cooper saw him trailing there. They thought he was going to go outside to the outside guy, and Cooper says, let me have it. I'll run this potato.
16-yard pickup by Vales on the play. More importantly, that's Foundation Bank. First down, Lions.
Absolutely right. 1st and 10. The ball now at the 38. Vales is dwarfed by Tompkins. Look at him. Makes Cooper look a little smaller, doesn't he? Cooper's 5'9", 150.
Now, Lakai makes a lot of people look small.
He sure does.
And he's only a sophomore.
Vales wants that ball. He's going to throw it over the middle, and it's caught by Delk at midfield. Another first down.
Incomplete, they say.
Oh, did he? Oh, my
yeah,
goodness.
He dropped it. I thought.
Let's watch this replay. I thought he had it.
He's coming across the middle here from the bottom of the screen.
He's popped pretty good here, too, and he watch this.
He goes up, well-thrown ball.
That's good defense.
Diamond, I don't know. He didn't hold on to that.
I thought so, too. I probably call it too prematurely there, but I thought he had it long enough.
I think he held on the ball, and just once he's on the ground, he just released.
Second down and 10. The ball thrown 38. TCA leads the game 7-0. 3:41 in the first stanza.
Would love to have that reverse angle play.
Yep. Vales. Lakai drops it, picks it right back up, scurries back, maybe got 2 yards to the 40. He dropped it, came right back to him, didn't it? Watch this play.
Very fortunate sometimes favors the lucky. We were going to try and run the option there. Lakai wanted the ball, and Vales was going to run the option play.
Third down and 8. The ball just the nose of the football, almost touching the 40-yard line. Lions lead 7-0. Great to have you aboard tonight on a crisp fall night. Down in the mid-60s now. Cooper Vales throws. Caught. Delk, he didn't drop this one. 45-40. Trying to get outside to the 35, to the 30.
Bye-bye.
To the 25, to the 20, 15. Joshua Delk, what did he do? He scored! Yes, touchdown Lions.
60 yards on the reception. Joshua Delk. with his 3rd touchdown of the year for the Lions.
Bales threw a bullet. I mean, it had everything on it. And Delk caught it and then evaded the first would-be tackler. And Cooper Bales and Delk team up for the big one.
Now, Diamond, I will tell you one thing.
19 touchdowns, is that right, Stan? Yep.
That was
by Bales.
I'll have to look his numbers up, but
75-yard drive.
Of all the touchdown celebrations, I will take. Snap is up and the kick is good, but I will take a fireworks celebration over a flashing light celebration.
No doubt about it. I was talking to Bill Hamilton. He was down there last night with Larry Lewis down at Riverside.
He got tired of him very quickly.
He said it drove him nuts. 14-0 Lions here in this one. 2:56 left in the first. Stay with us at 30 on the BallGame Blitz.
Hi, I'm Stan Gerard for your local Food Right. Food Right is the home of the butcher. Food Right is proud to sell certified Angus beef. It's the very best there is. All of our beef, signature pork, and chicken products are cut and packed fresh daily by our in-store butchers. To feed your family well, Food Right with 11 locations across West Tennessee is where you need to go. Have a great day, everyone, and much more importantly, God bless.
Diamond Egg, a big hello to Coach Hayden Hogue, the baseball coach here at Trinity Christian Academy. Him and his lovely bride. Brand new parents this week, a lovely daughter.
Oh, congratulations. Really proud for them. Well, the Lions.
He might get some sleep starting next week, apparently.
Well, I'm sure he's probably like I was years ago. Whose night is it to get up? Most of the time.
It was always yours.
Most of the time it seemed like it was mine. My wife taught. Had to be I had to be at work before she did at the radio station. Here is Delk, a little floater, going to be gathered in by one of the up men. He's at the 35 and on his feet to the 40, to the 45, and almost to midfield. Scurrying back there that time after the catch was Demetria Words.
And it's going to be the kicker, Delk, on the tackle for the Lions.
Well, good field position. And Stan, you give up something trying to keep it away from the speedsters back there, but Words made a good play, didn't he?
Yeah, he just bobbed and weaved and got him some nice yards of play. They're going to have great field position at the 47.
Well, they had him there, I guess. 2:47 in the first stanza. TCA out to the good margin early, 14-0. My Cats led the other day 14-0 in Kentucky and then lost big or bad to Missouri. They're off tomorrow, thank goodness. Fullen in the gun, rolls right, wants to look right. And he's being pursued, and he is hit and dropped. A sack back at the 42-yard line.
Well, and Diamond Dave, look at this play. You're going to see one line here, 33-year linebacker going back in coverage, recognizes it, comes out, he puts pressure, fakes him out, and another young line gets the play. And it's appropriate that sack comes at this point because our sacks are sponsored by our good friends at Food Right.
Food Right, yes, no doubt about it. That commercial you saw a moment ago, Stan Gerard produced that. We're down to 2:10 left in the first quarter, 14-0. The smoke from the grill floating over the field here. Fullen dropped that football. It's loose. I think they fall right back on it. I think Fullen lost it but came right back up with his own fumble. That's another loss. They lost 6 a moment ago. Now they're going to lose about 4 more. It's going to be, well, let's give him about a 3-yard loss. Stan, it's second, or make it third and about 17. I love the chain gang over there with the lights.
Fullen, 7 rushes, and he's got 2 net yards of offense.
You know, Stan, they moved the ball twice in their earlier series. They moved the ball up near midfield. It went awry. Then they moved the ball all the way down to TCA's 19-yard line. TCA held them, so they've been able to move the ball, but TCA has come up with 2 big scores.
In the another ball game, Jackson Christian leads Harding 13-0 with just under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter of that game.
Fullen drops, wants to throw downfield, incomplete.
Had a guy open in the middle.
DeLuca was the intended receiver, and Nick Jones had him covered. How, Stan?
Like the morning dew.
Sure did.
But I want you to look for number 10 here, coming right off the interior side here. He was wide open.
He sure was.
And nobody gave him a look, but the reason for that, Gabe Lee had coverage on him, but once he saw the angle of the ball, once it left, he broke off of that to trail and provide assistance on the receiver.
4th and 17, the analogy, ladies and gentlemen, analysis, I should say, by one Stan Gerard. Here's Fullen to punt it, and We're going to have illegal motion, I think. Yep, we are. So it's going to be 4th and 22 now.
Diamond, you and I did a game at Lambeth a few years ago, and you said that's backfield in motion, and you should have responded, and I responded, and baby, you know that's against the rules.
I remember that. I miss those days at Lambeth, don't you?
The sad thing is, I've heard from somebody that said that press box has now been condemned.
I'm not shocked. Maybe should have been condemned then.
Well, and
remember that ladder we had to go up?
Yeah. Fumble ball
Fumble,
again.
and the punter,
Boom,
and there's a low snap, and Fulton is dropped back at the 27-yard line.
Nick Paguaga, among others.
The board has 13-0. Was the PAT not good a moment ago?
I thought it was good.
I thought it was too. Well, after all of that, boy, Tipton Rosemark had great field position at their 47 after the kickoff return, and now the Lions take over stand at the 27, 1st and 10.
My, oh my.
How things change in life. Right?
Yes.
Can't believe that, guy. I thought I was your dad. It's 1st and 10.
He was quite observant that I'm fairly crippled, but I'm not crippled. Actually, I'm just slow.
Well, he wasn't observant that I'm that old. I'm old, but not that old. 1st down and 10 at the 27. Philip like that. Here's Cooper Vales. Wants to throw. There's Waller over the middle. Yes. Nice tackle, but Waller's got the first down to Luca, knocked him down to save the touchdown. But Waller on the slant-in pattern, and watch it on the replay by Philip here.
Yeah, they were at the 25-yard line. Step back, nice pitch, nice catch, and nice run. Taken down at the 18, so it was a 25.
I had a 27-yard line, Stan. I think it was a 20-yard reception. Yep, let's give him 20. Vales with Lakai in the pistol. Lakai never really had great handle on that ball when he first handed off, but he's able to move his way down to about the 13, and on a busted play almost, he still gets about 2 yards. Clock running, 20 seconds left here. 13-0. We'll go with the board right now, but we sure thought the PAT was good a moment ago.
We'll see if we can check with somebody in the middle room.
It is 13-0. Oh, they waved it off. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. 13-0. Here's the pass down in the end zone. Touchdown! And that was that.
Let's see here. These numbers are.
That's Zane Atwood, isn't it?
That's.
It's Atwood. 5.
There you go.
Zane Atwood.
Zane Atwood with the. How far was that?
That was
17 yards.
13 yards.
13 yards. Zane-o.
Atwood's really progressed too, hasn't he, Stan? So it's 13-0. They waved it. Philip told us that they waved that PAT off a moment ago. Well,
how dare they?
It is Owen Atwood, the holder, and the kick this time is up. They'll not wave this one off. It's now 20-0 Lions back after this 30 on the BallGame Blitz and Worthy Road Studios.
Psst, buddy, I'm not feeling too good after all this summer heat.
Yeah, me either. I think I'm about to blow a coil.
Let McCoy's Heating and Air give your unit a little TLC. Maintenance is the key to staying worry-free. Right now, schedule a one-time cleaning for only $90. Call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com.
McCoy's got us in great shape, unlike that guy.
Jackson's most trusted team of technicians. York and McCoy's Heating and Air.
That was a 27-yard drive.
And we are back. Scoring update. Jackson Christian 13. Harding Academy on the board with 7. And just about set for the kickoff.
We are?
Yep.
Well, Lions clicking on all cylinders right now, Stanley.
That they are, my friend.
No doubt about it. Well, 20-0. The Lions trying to set up shop. Jackson Christian's winning. The Lions are winning, and it would set up the big showdown Thursday night here at the Lions Lair. It'll be a packed house, I would think.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk more about that. I guess I'm struggling a little bit. I guess I watched a ball game on another network on another network. I saw too many flashing lights, I guess. Kind of messed me up a little bit.
You won't leave that alone, will you? 20-0. It was annoying, to be honest with you. But, boy, that's the best tradition in West Tennessee, though. Not the lights, but other things. Here's the kickoff, and again, it's going to be the same guy bringing it back. This is going to be Words, and Words has run out of words at the 32-yard line.
Blow the whistle around.
They tackle him in the gang tackle by the Lions.
We hit him early. He wasn't going nowhere, And the Stripes wait forever to blow that whistle.
32-yard line, 1st and 10, the Tipton Rosemark Academy Rebels. And we've been there several times with basketball and football through the years. They always treat us well there.
Yep.
And we
have
have
a
some
long
of their,
walk from the parking lot, but that's okay.
We have some of their fans watching tonight. We appreciate that down in Shelby County. I'm from the Arlington area originally, so not far from Rosemark.
Scoring update, Bruins lead their ball game 14-0.
I say it many times, though. When I lived in Arlington, it was about 2,000 people. Now it's about
a whole bunch more than that.
50,000 or 40,000 probably. I'm not sure. Fullen, they give it to Nick Fullen again on the direct snap to him. Fullen, bang! He's hit back at the 29-yard line and leading the charge, ladies and gentlemen, is one. He's had a really good year. That's C.J. Lewis and someone else. Who was the other guy, Stan?
Oh.
Watching the replay here. Two of them.
Well, there's C.J. with the – that's Atwood.
Telling you, great pursuit. That's a loss of 4 yards. It's 2nd and 14. The ball back at the 28. Crowd selling in for the homecoming festivities. At halftime, we'll have that on the air for the folks.
Yep.
You remember your homecoming? I bet you had a good date that night. A lovely date, right? What's your line about homecoming dates?
Well, my prom dates were ugly as sin.
Prom dates.
I never went to homecoming.
Here's the snap this time. Running it this time again will be Nick Fullen.
A nice job by the TCA defense. Was that Vance that made that tackle? Let's see if this again from the right tackle.
I was a tweener in high school. Remember I told you the story many times that all the athletes liked me, but the nerds liked me too. I stayed away from homecoming too for the most part.
Well,
I'd always come down with something. It's going to be 3rd down to 11. I bet Coach Robertson, he was at all of his.
You just didn't want anybody to see you in the suit you would have had to warn.
Well, the Buddy Holly look wore out after a while, 3rd down to 11.
That went out in the 50s, though. This was the
3rd down to 11. Here's the snap. Fullen.
Uh-oh.
He's going to do a little lateral, and the Lions read it beautifully. And, ladies and gentlemen, there waiting on the guy is one Harrison Vance. Tackles him back there for a loss to the 23.
Big Vance with a couple of plays in a row. Played that one, back in coverage. Not many times you see defensive linemen in pass coverage, but he was sitting out there just like Sasquatch, just waiting for the receiver to come to him.
3 plays and lost 9 yards.
There's a story behind that, too.
Did Sasquatch play football? 3rd down and 9.
He was a defensive end.
He probably could have. 3rd down and 9.
I wouldn't want to block him.
9:42. I said 9. It's 4th down at about 19. They lost 9. And Fullen will try to punt it from his own 15-yard line. Lions could come out again with great field position. High snap. Pretty nice punt. Here is Waller. 48, 50, 45, 40. On his feet, fakes to the 35, and inside to the 30. Cuts it back up to the 25. The kid's amazing. Down to the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 Lions.
30-yard kickoff return for Mr. Waller.
All Lions at the moment, Stanley.
Yep, all Lions. And you say he slowed down waiting for his blocks. And then a couple of his blockers even look back to, okay, what are we supposed to do now? We slowed down, just go on. Look, LT approved of the play.
TCA is really well coached. I'll tell you, that's how many times have we seen TCA come to like the short side of the field or he looks like he's going to run out of real estate, and then they have that great innate ability to cut it back toward the hash a little bit.
Speed, baby. It's all about speed.
Speed, something you and I never were blessed with.
Well, had a little bit in my younger days, believe it or not, but not in the last 40 years.
Waller and Delk, wide side of the field,
years.
top of your screen. Nick Jones and Williams here, low part of your screen. They put Waller in motion. Bales drops. Bales throws. He wants to go to Nick Jones. Nick Jones, did he catch that ball? He caught that ball.
Yes,
Is he inbounds?
yes.
Touchdown, Nick Jones!
Slick Nick Jones with a 21-yard reception for the Lions.
Yeah, Mrs. Jones. It's 26-0, and Stan, that was a bullet by Bales, but a really nice catch, and that wasn't bad coverage by Tipton Rosemark.
Nope. 21 yards on the coverage, on the run, and catch.
Nick Jones, he's really come on as well.
So we've completed 4 passes, and we have 3 touchdowns. I think we're 4 for 4 for 3 touchdowns.
Willard, good. It's 27-0 TCA. over TRA. Back after this 30-second message. This is TCA Football, Worthy Road Studios, the BallGame Blitz, and the TCA Academy Facebook.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
Woo, Diamond Dave. 21 yards on the touchdown. Slick Nick.
Yeah, Slick Nick, no doubt about it. Here's the kick, and that's going to be number 9, Redmond bringing it back. And Redmond gets up to about the 32, and he's hammered right there by a host of Lions.
Guess who was in on the play?
It looked like, was that Tanner Webb again?
Well, one Mr. Slick Nick Jones.
Nick Jones catches the touchdown pass and then makes the stop on special
He
teams.
just kind of slid right through his blockers and took him out at the hips.
Nick's pretty tough. We talk about Hammer and Hank. We talk about Moore, but Jones is really got better every game. Nick, the 5'9", 175 senior.
Fine baseball player, too.
Yep, 32-yard line.
One of the poignant things.
Second time in a row.
We'll get to we'll get to that story a little bit later.
Okay. Now they go to Nick's Fullen again. He hands it off, and there's nothing there at all. It's a loss of 2 to the 30. Gagwe, the first guy there, according to Clint Reed.
If Clint Reed says so. Tried a little inside reverse. Paguaga says,
Following the footsteps of his older siblings, who were great players here, his sister and his brother.
And you know what? The sister's the toughest of the three.
Oh, no doubt about it. 30-yard line, second down and 12.
You thought it was tough fighting for a chicken leg at the Lee household.
You always said, though, that Sergio, from the time he started until the time he got through, was the most improved player maybe in the history of TCA sports.
Yep, and I've got another nominee for you, Vincent.
Oh, no doubt.
From last year to this year.
Nick Fullen carries it, and he's hit as he crossed the 30, and we got a big pile up right there.
TCA defense, I think we've made the adjustments, Diamond.
No doubt about it. That first series and even the second series when they moved the ball down to TCA's 21, but after that it's been lights out for this defense.
It's like we're the prison guards. We've gone on lockdown.
Third down and 10. I don't know where you come up with some of your comparisons here. Third down and 10. Prison.
Show me where. Hey, it was like that penalty we couldn't find last week. Show it to me on tape.
They're still looking for that guy that got out in Greenville. He's on the lam for 3 days now.
Really?
Heard that on the news coming in.
And Greenfield?
Greenville, up in East Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
They'll catch him. Third down and 10. Buddy, if you're listening, you're in trouble. We'll send Gerard after you. Third down and 10. Fullen drops.
Pressure.
Fullen being pushed out of the pocket, rolling, wanting to throw, and throws it away. Nothing there at all.
Wise move to get rid of that because he was getting ready to have the hammer brought down on him.
Hammer and Hank helps you.
And guess what? It was Hammer and Hank.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Hank moving laterally, sees the run, comes up full speed. Oh, had to peel off because he would have really abused that quarterback.
Once his mother got the shirt, Hammer Time, is that what it was?
It's Hammer Time. Break it down.
You and I wanted one of those, but haven't got one yet. Here's
Maybe
Waller
we'll
dropping
one.
back. TCA again, Stan, could come out of this with pretty good field position.
You know what we're going to have on West Tennessee Sports Tuesday, Diamond Dave?
Middle school basketball?
Basketball season.
My crystal ball told me that. 4th and 10. Low snap. Fullen brings it up and kicks it, and we've got flags all over the place. Illegal motion on the Rebels. That might be a break for them because that was a poor punt after the low snap.
I'm looking. You can move and stop as long as you don't go forward. He went lateral.
I thought he did too.
I'm not going to complain this week. You know, when you're up 27
they
to
wave
nothing.
the flag off. They wave it all.
When you're up 27 to nothing, you probably shouldn't be complaining about the officials anyway.
That's exactly right. 7:09. Yeah, you can just probably dwell on that too much.
You
Was it
think?
a quarter moon we got? I'm getting ready for the Getting ready for Halloween, Stan. You have a lot of trick-or-treaters in your neighborhood?
I don't know.
You told me the other night you're going to cut the lights off.
I made sure they're turned off last night.
Here's Fullen, this time a little quick pooch punt. And it goes, well, down, and now Waller's going to pick it up at the 37. They grab him by the short tail, and they bring him down to about the 30.
Here's the deal on that. Normally, you don't do that. Waller looked and read the guys. You look at the nearest guy to it, had a blocker on, gave it up. Another guy coming was way far away. Why not just roll the dice on that? You're going to pick up and do some damage with it. He could have had a big play.
That was a good heads-up effort by Owen Atwood on that block, too.
Yeah, that's the only reason he did that is because of that nice block by Atwood.
Yeah, if Owen hadn't been there, I think he just let it roll dead. 27-0.
If it weren't for me knowing that's one of those little whirly birdies in the sky, I think we got a UFO here.
Yeah, it was down on my end here a moment ago. Here's the handoff. And Lakai up to about the 42. 3 stop there after a pickup of about 3.
Lakai's trying to look at their defense. They're really trying to jam the inside play. And Lakai goes straight up there, short, maybe a 3-yard pickup. He'll keep doing that, and then one of these days they're going to do the option play to him. He's going to be long gone.
Lakai's in the pistol behind Vales this time. Cooper, the Coop gives it to him this time. He's got running room. Midfield, 45. And out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. And, that was a nice down-the-field block by Caleb Williams.
Look at this great run, but look at the blocking by Caleb Williams, who's now at the 50. Watch him. He gets on his guy and blocks him out of the way. He's like Milo Pony, grabs extra yards. He pancake blocks him. A wide receiver pancake blocking someone.
I'll tell you another good block was Halen Wilkerson. That was a pulling guard over there, and he came around and did a good job on that as well. First down. A Foundation Bank first down. Ball at the 38-yard line of Tipton Rosemark. TCA marching, leading 27-0. Vales throws. He's got Waller down there, and Waller caught that football. And he's inside the 5-yard line.
Down at the 5 from the yard line of the 38.
Watch, Tipton Rosemark's going to want an offensive pass interference here. Watch him stand. He may have got away with one. Watch.
No. Contact by White first.
Yeah, you're right. We'll take it, buddy. Ball at the, 5-yard line?
2 receptions, 50 yards for Mr. Walla.
First and goal. I think it may be LT time this time. I think he's going to come right toward us here. Vales, Lakai, walks in untouched. 33-0.
What was that on the yard run? That was a 4 or 5-yard run
5-yard
for Lakai Tompkins.
That coming at the 6:09, and stand at this rate, we'll have a running clock, won't we?
We just might. Should I call you Karnak the Magnificent?
May a diseased camel.
May a diseased camel date your wife.
Here's Vales. They're going to go for 2. Vales will throw it. Caught. Caleb Williams. 2-point conversion. Yes. 35-0 Lions. Back after this 30-second break. Stay with us on the TCA Football Network, including BallGame Blitz, Worthy Road Studios, and the TCA Facebook page.
Yeah, they won't have.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at Humboldt Dodge Chrysler Jeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory. Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, no matter what you're wearing or not, shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Well, Diamond Dave, here's the bottom line. You saw that great pass and run by Waller, but being rewarded for making a great block, Caleb Williams, he gets him a 2-point touchdown reception or a 2-point conversion play.
Team effort, isn't it?
Yep.
Almost every sport, I say almost every sport, successful teams
golf.
and programs.
Golf is not, even though there are team versions of it, it's all about the individual.
Yeah, you're all out there by yourself. I remember when my kids played, it was excruciating sometimes to be a proud parent, but couldn't go out there and help them. Kickoff. Redmond will bring it back to the 30, and he'll tumble his way, twist his way to about the 31. 1st and 10 there. Well, see, I'm looking back at my markings. Tipton Rosemark's headed to 22, 25, 47, 32, 32, now 31.
Well, Diamond, should this keep up, we'll remind everybody that we'll be on the air at 6:30 Thursday night.
I'm glad that the game's on a Thursday night because next Friday I have college basketball starting.
Oh.
Classic up at Bethel. The 2 games on.
You've had to miss that one then.
I would have had to miss it. Yeah, they're playing on Friday and Saturday up there. Friday night and Saturday afternoon. I worked on previews today after a short night last night after volleyball, and soccer is going up there now. I appreciate all my kids doing a great job filling in for me up there.
You mean I'm not your only son?
I have a bunch of kids. Yeah, here's
Dog.
Now that's going to be to Fullen. This direct snap to him again. He's to the 45. And a nice pickup, about 16 yards. Yeah, 15, 16 yards. Yeah. Well, 14. I think you're right. Let's see where they mark him now. I think it's going to be, well, they're going to mark him back at, it's a flag on the play.
Oh, no wonder.
Yeah, that's why they're moving it back. The flag is at about the 36. That's going to be holding, Stan.
So he's going to get credit for about a 6-yard run.
They'll mark it off in the point of infraction. They'll move it back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 26.
I like our drum corps.
Yeah, I like that too. They got it going. Drum corps, low 60s now, clear skies, quarter moon, football on a Friday night in Jackson.
My high school's in their first round of the state playoffs tonight.
How about that?
Hosting Boonville.
Ryan's High School.
Yeah, finished number 2 in the state.
First
Class
and 15.
4A.
First and 15. That's congratulations. Now another whistle. And illegal motion again. Stan, that's what, 4 or 5 times have been, a couple of them have been in punt formation, but that's 4 or 5 they've had tonight. That shouldn't happen this late in the season, and Coach Dean will be the first to tell you that. It's going to be first down now and 20.
Of course, last year we were undefeated and Boonville put us out in the first round.
I remember that.
You know what they always said, one night in Boonville seems like half a month there. Not much to do, even less to see.
Boonville, Indiana.
Furry Head and the favorites.
5:20 left here. I can't say I've ever been to Boonville, and I probably will never go. Fullen, this is Nick's running it. He's up to about the 25. Going to pick up about 4. It's going to be second down now and about 16.
Actually, Brad Keltner almost went to work in Boonville.
Really?
Many years ago as a golf pro.
Brad's probably glad now that he didn't do that. 35-0. Under 5 minutes in the first half. TCA leads the game 35-0. And the kids from Tipton Rosemark came in tonight.
Brian Duras, I agree with you, brother.
They go the counter play and not much there at all. TCA will tackle the running back with full force, and he gets maybe 2 or 3 up to about the 28.
Look at Nick Jones here. Coming in from the outside, reads it, cuts back, initial contact, slick Nick Jones. And others came in and tried to strip that ball as well.
So it's 3rd down and 12 now. A lot of folks watching, Stan. I don't have mine tuned in.
Clay Williams from Hammer and Hank's uncle. Let's go. Ryan Duras enjoys the drum corps. Lois saying Franklin's watching Ralph. He's such a good boy.
He is a good boy. 3rd and 13. Under 4 minutes. And Tipton Rosemark, looks like the Lions have taken the starch out of them right now. They finally get up to the line of scrimmage.
Hopefully Coach Kraft's new hip is doing well for him.
Saw where he was watching. Yep. Fullen rolls here to the near side, wants to throw, does throw. Got a man open, and he missed it. Threw it behind him a little bit, but the first guy that would tell you should have caught it would be Adam Redmond, the guy that didn't hold on to it.
Good pressure by TCA.
Throw it behind him a little bit, Stan.
Yep, that was Nick Paguaga providing great pressure and thrown behind him.
Redmond would tell you, though, he probably should have caught the ball. 4th at about 13.
That was a tough angle to get, though.
Yeah, it sure was. Well, the homecoming court lining up across the way over there.
The defense by TCA after those first 2 series has been spectacular.
It really has. And Tipton Rosemark really moved the ball well in the first 2 series.
Well, TCA made the adjustments.
Sure did. That's good coaching, isn't it? Well, Stan, looks what is coming up the steps here. 4th and 13.
Supper.
Dexter Williams in the game. I love that hat. We got to get a hat like Dexter's. 4th and 13.
I'd like some of his basketball shirts.
Here's the punt. High but short, but it takes a TRA roll and will roll dead inside the 45 to about the 43. Coach Williams is with us. He's behind us. He kept walking.
because you're in the booth.
That's not good, Philip, is it? Yeah. 4th and 13. They had to punt it.
No,
now
no,
the
no.
Lions will have it now at the 44-yard line. They're on 44. Stan, TCA's had great field position all night.
Here's the deal. He walks there, and then he took our order. We'll get that. If there's anything left, we'll get that too.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. You've got it all figured out, don't you?
Me and my ginormous brain think about things like this.
Well, I knew I'd have to hear it sometime. Christy Timms, I'm sure you're down in Tuscaloosa if you're watching. They're playing Rocky Top, despite the fact you wouldn't want them to. She's saying roll tide tomorrow. Lakai gets up to near midfield. They'll stop him short at the 48. He's going to pick up about 4 or 5. That's a big one down there in Tuscaloosa tomorrow. Stan, I think it could go either way. How do you read it? Tennessee and Alabama. He's
Roll
pondering.
Tide.
Roll Tide, is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
I think Alabama will win, but it wouldn't surprise me if Tennessee beats them. Both quarterbacks have struggled. Here's
look at
Lakai.
this.
It's like a scrub. And
He's
still
got
on
the
his
first
feet.
down.
He does. He's right at the point of the first down. He's plunders, and it would be a right word to use, plunders his way to about
Look at that strength.
the 47-yard line. Well, I don't know, Stan. I don't think they're going to give it to him.
Oh, you've got to be kidding.
No, it's got to be a first down, guys.
Measure it.
It's a half of it's about the length of a football away, 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Well, I guess we didn't get any.
Cooper wants to throw it, does throw it, caught over the middle. That's Waller. Waller to the 30, Waller to the 25. Waller tiptoeing his way, and he's going to score. Waller scores. And that, ladies and gentlemen, from 47 yards out.
Yep.
And he and Vales team up again, and Vales is red hot tonight.
They are Waller now with 97 yards on 3 receptions and a touchdown. Cooper Vales, 3, 4. He's not throwing an incomplete pass tonight. 3, 4, 6 for 6 with 4 touchdowns.
14 touchdown
Is that
receptions
right?
on the year for Waller. You're right. You're right. Yes.
6 for 6 and 4 touchdowns. Wow.
Willard in to attempt the PAT at with the holder, a minute 10. The kick is up, and it is good. 42-0 Lions with a minute 10 left in the first half. Let's take a quick 30. We're back as we wind down this half, and TCA right now in total control on Worthy Road Studios in the BallGame Blitz.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
3, 4. I can't go at 6 for 6 with 4 touchdowns to 4 different receivers, Diamond Dave.
Yeah, Vales has just been spectacular all year, and he's getting better and better every game. But old Larry and the gang are happy about that. 42-0. And Stan, I'm not surprised TCA's winning. I'm surprised by the margin here in the first half, though. Here's the kick, and it's going to be Redmond. Redmond, 15, 20, 25, on his feet. Good return to the 37-yard line.
Sometimes it's best when you just go straight up and down the field.
No doubt about it.
And that's what he did. I've always said this, Diamond. Every once in a while you get a speed burner who can always tries to get the edge on a kickoff. But trust me, you're going to make most of your yards when you run north and south like that young man did.
Straight line.
Unofficially, 6 for 6, 4 touchdowns, 195 yards is Mr. Vales.
TCA in the last game and a half now has scored 98 points.
You know, if I like to fly high like an eagle, I might start to be getting a little worried.
You don't need to go there. 42-0.
Reason being, a lot of people at the beginning of the year thought that could be a blowout game.
Fullen, Rose, throws. He threw it to the sideline over there.
But I think we're in for a dandy next week, Diamond.
I think it should be a great game. Clock running with 45 seconds. Running clock already in this quarter. We had the running clock at Greenfield. TCA won 41-0 and could have won even more. That ran in the second quarter. Stan, we've got the running clock here in this one. which
well,
is a
but
wise decision.
I bet you we'll play more than 8-minute quarters.
I would think so. Homecoming activities coming up in just a matter of moments. Always fun and lovely gals and the dapperly dressed dads. And Tipton Rosemark has come to town with a 6-win season, but right now they're in deep trouble. They snap it to Nick's Fullen. Nick's 45, midfield, and he'll be stopped there.
About a 14-yard game for Nick's.
Pushing back right at the stripe there. And the clock expires. We're at the half. Your score, TCA 42. Tipton Rosemark, nothing. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll have the full, complete homecoming court for you in just a matter of moments. This
Waterwell Solutions LLC offers experienced and diversified services throughout the greater Tennessee area. Waterwell Solutions specializes in water well drilling operations. They are experienced in the design, construction, and maintenance of wells from 4 to 16 inches in diameter and depths up to 1,000 feet. Waterwell Solutions has 3 locations in Summerville, Brownsville, and Trenton. For a consultation, give them a call at 731-779-1275.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should already be here.
Special interest rates as low as 0%.
You should already be here.
We have cars, trucks, SUVs, and the all-new electric Nissan Aria.
You should already be here.
We even have no payments for 90 days.
You should already be here.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should. You know what? I'm not going to say it.
Carlock Nissan of Jackson.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's halftime here. It's the homecoming celebration. Let's go to our public address announcer, Clint Reed. Take it away,
Ladies
Clint.
and gentlemen, may I please have your attention? We would like to welcome you to the 2023 football homecoming ceremony for Trinity Christian Academy. This is a time each year that we reflect on the history of TCA, including its alumni, while also honoring our current students and family. Please turn your attention to center field, the 50-yard line, as we prepare for the introduction of the 2023 football homecoming court. This year, the TCA student body has elected 9 young ladies to be their class representatives. Assisting with tonight's festivities is TCA's upper school principal, Kevin Lloyd, and the 2023 Student Government Association President, Anna Sanders. Other than being involved in SGA, Anna plays varsity girls soccer and varsity basketball. Our 2022 football homecoming queen, Carden Vales, is unable to be with us tonight due to playing basketball at Trevecca University. We wish her well in the upcoming season. Starting with our 9th grade representatives, Miss Mary Allison Quinn. Mary is the daughter of Russ and Laura Quinn and has attended Trinity for 3 years. She is a member of Inglewood Baptist Church and is an active member of the Inglewood Youth Group. Mary is a member of the TCA varsity cross country team and varsity tennis team. Mary is escorted this evening by her father, Russ Quinn, and her brother-in-law, Daniel Harris. Miss Mary Allison Quinn. Also representing the freshman class is Miss Neela K. Wilson. Neela is the daughter of Chad and Sabrina Wilson. She has been a student at Trinity for 11 years. Neela attends First Baptist Church of Jackson. She plays varsity girls soccer, runs with the varsity cross country team, and is a member of the varsity tennis team. Tonight, she is escorted by her dad, Chad Wilson. Miss Neela K. Wilson. Representing the 10th grade class is Miss Lauren Elizabeth Branch. Lauren is the daughter of Brian and Jana Branch. This is Lauren's 11th year at Trinity. She's a member of Inglewood Baptist Church. She's been an all-star cheerleader at Jackson Cheer Company for 9 years. She's a member of TCA's Best Buddies Club, Sign Language Club, and Spanish Club. Tonight, Lauren is escorted by her father, Brian Branch. Miss Lauren Elizabeth Branch. Also representing the sophomore class is Miss Elise Bishop Hamilton. Elise is the daughter of Rob Hamilton and Catherine Hamilton. She has been a student at Trinity for 10 years. Elise is a member of Brownsville Baptist Church and is active in the youth group. She is a member of the TCA Art Club, Spanish Club, and Pep Club. Elise is also a varsity football and basketball cheerleader. Tonight, she is escorted by her dad, Rob Hamilton. Miss Elise Bishop Hamilton. Now for the junior class. First, we have Miss Elise Hurst Colbert. Elise is the daughter of Kevin and Rachel Colbert and has been a student at TCA for 12 years. She is a member of Fellowship Bible Church. Elise has cheered competitively for Jackson Elite for 9 years and won 3 national titles. She has cheered for the varsity football cheer squad for 2 years and has been a member of TCA's HOSA Club for 3 years. She is escorted tonight by her father, Kevin Colbert. Miss Elise Hurst Colbert. Our next representative is Miss Elizabeth Caroline Moser. Elizabeth is the daughter of Jeremy and Summer Moser. She attends Fellowship Bible Church and has attended TCA for 3 years. Elizabeth is a student ambassador at Trinity and volunteers in the children's ministry. She has participated in musical productions with TCA's Fine Arts Department and a choir member. She has assisted with TCA lower school musicals for the past 2 years. Elizabeth is also a member of TCA's Book Club and Sign Language Club. Tonight, she is escorted by her father, Jeremy Moser. Miss Elizabeth Caroline Moser. And now for the senior representatives. Our first senior representative is Miss Martha Fratese Carpenter. Martha is the daughter of Jamie and Emily Carpenter. Martha has been a student at TCA for 3 years. She is a member of First United Methodist Church in Brownsville, Tennessee, and is active in the youth group. She is a member of the high school tennis team. She's a member of the Spanish Club and a TCA student ambassador. Martha is also a member of TCA's Best Buddies Club, where she has served as treasurer. She is escorted by her father, Jamie Carpenter. Miss Martha Fratese Carpenter. Our next representative is Miss Margot Kate Lovell. Margot is the daughter of Robert Lovell and Lauren Love. She is a member of Alamo Church of Christ and involved in the student ministry. She has attended TCA for 10 years. She is a member of TCA's Mu Alpha Theta Club, Beta Club, Spanish Club, and Art Club. Margot also works at Catbird Studio. Tonight, she is escorted by her father, Robert Lovell. Miss Margot Kate Lovell. Also representing the 12th grade is Miss Abigail Rose Quinn. Abigail is the daughter of Russ and Laura Quinn. She has attended Trinity for 3 years. Abigail is a member of Inglewood Baptist Church. She's an active member in the Inglewood Student Ministry. She is a member of the varsity tennis team and a TCA student ambassador. She's also a member of TCA's Spanish Club, National Honor Society, and president of TCA's Best Buddies Club. Abigail is escorted by her father, Russ Quinn. Miss Abigail Rose Quinn. Let's congratulate all these young ladies for being elected as their class representatives this evening. At this time, I would like to announce the 2023 Football Homecoming Queen, Miss Abigail Quinn. Ladies and gentlemen, we present the 2023 Football Homecoming Queen, Miss Abigail Quinn. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, a big round of applause for all our representatives.
And Diamond Dave McCauley, Abigail Quinn, Miss Abigail Quinn is our homecoming queen for 2023.
Abigail Rose Queen, no doubt about it. And all the lovely gals out there with their dads. And we certainly congratulate all the representatives from each class, and a special congratulations to all of them, but especially Abigail Quinn. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll come back. Scoring recap, stats, and more. TCA in a, well, big opportunity now to go with another win headed toward Thursday night against Jackson Christian, who's winning tonight as well. 42-0 here at the break. A 2-minute break. We're back after this on the TCA.
Your life. Your home.
Your business. Your future.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank strives to serve its clients in every season of life. With vast experience in personal and business banking, we take pride in guiding you through significant events. At West Tennessee Bank, we help you realize your dreams.
West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
I will be the greatest, greatest, greatest. 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 I will be
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spot even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should already be here.
Special interest rates as low as 0%.
You should already be here.
We have cars, trucks, SUVs, and the all-new electric Nissan Aria.
You should already be here.
We even have no payments for 90 days.
You should already be here.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Carlock Nissan of Jackson.
42-0 here at the break. A lot of people watching tonight. Sue Quinn is watching. Saw where LT's grandmother, I think, was watching earlier. We'll have to go back and find that post. Our lovely friend, Christy Timms, is watching. Christy, we mentioned you earlier. Row Tide. The Alabama Crimson Tide.
Diamond, I said it too.
You sure did. And the Tennessee Volunteers tomorrow down in Tuscaloosa. Christy may be down there. She may be in Tuscaloosa, her and her family. Betty Lucky watching tonight. Cassandra Thomas, Ricky Charlie, Charles and Rose Haynes, and I've lost all the others before them, so we apologize for that. We'll try to get Stan to look back through his rolling tabulations there and see if he can find others as well. 49-yard run by LT at the 8:24 mark of the first stanza put TCA on the board, 49-yard drive. Remember, that's after Tipton Rosemark had moved the ball, and they had a 4th and 4 And TCA stopped them at the Tipton Rosemark 49-yard line, and one play later, after TCA took over, LT scored. 60-yard delt from Bale's pass, capping off a 75-yard drive. That came about 6 minutes later at 2:56. PAT by Willard that counted no good, 13-0. Then it was a 13-yard Vales to Atwood, Zane Atwood this time. Willard, the PAT, didn't miss this time. That capped off a 27-yard drive after the defense gave the offense great field position again. That came on the last play of the first quarter. Then in the second stanza, at the 9:08 mark, 21-yard Vales. He spread it around today. You think he's a politician. Vales this time finds Jones. Me and Mrs. Jones scored 27-0 as Nick, what do you call him, Slick Nick? 27-0. 6:09 mark of the second stanza. Vales to Waller this time, 68-yard drive, 40-yard pass. Willard again, automatic. Well, now, excuse me, it was Vales to Williams, 2-point conversion, 35-0. And then Williams did hit, or Willard, I should say, did hit a PAT later, as it was Waller from Vales, 41-0 on a pass play, and 42-0 at the break. And Stan, it's been all TCA from the very get-go.
Absolute great job by the offense. Defense, hey, you gave a few yards in the first two series of downs. Play since then has been simply outstanding. And Cooper Vales, now I know we're going to call up the dogs here in the second half, but Cooper Vales, if we were to keep the gas on the pedal for much longer, Cooper Vales would be having a dude night. And he's pretty close to having one right now anyway.
Stan, he came in with 18 touchdown passes. He's got 4 tonight, 22.
Wow.
Yeah,
I did not realize he was 18.
Yeah, that's what I have in my stat sheets.
Well, we will.
Savannah Lee's watching, by the way. Double check that for me.
Timing and scoring concurs.
Yeah, I thought so.
Savannah, your little brother's had a fine night, made some big tackles
He really
he
has, yeah.
always does.
Stat stand at halftime here?
We will do that. Well, quickly, what we're going to do is get you some scores.
Sure.
Of course, TCA leading 42-0. Jackson Christian was leading, I believe, 34-7 last time I checked. USJ there at the half. I know they're winning. I don't have the exact score on that at this particular time. We'll see if we can get you an update on that. Some other scores from West Tennessee. Gleason led Dresden 6-0 midway through the first quarter. It is South Fulton 12-0 over Halls. South Gibson 19, Northside 14. Waverly leads Laredo 9-7. It's South Fulton now 34-0 over Halls. Covington 17, Ripley 0. Dresden now pulling away 42-6 over Gleason. Chester County 14, Lexington 10. Wayne County leads Collingwood at the half 24-15. Dyer County leading O'Brien 21-14. 42-0 at Huntington over Camden. No surprise there. Henry County leads Ridgeway 31-0 in the second. Kind of surprising score to me, Diamond. Crockett County leads Haywood 17-7 in the second quarter. We said Covington leads Ripley 14-0. Dyersburg 44, Liberty 0 with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Milan leads Peabody 14-3. And FACS, Diamond, here's a key game. FACS and Fayette Academy tied at 14. That game's going to probably end up deciding who gets third place, especially with the results that we're seeing here. And tonight, that pretty much would lock up third place for the winner of that ball game. And it looks like they got a doozy going down in Somerville.
Tough place to play.
Very tough play. And that's at the start of the second quarter was that score. Maryville and Alcoa tied at the half at 14. Other scores, Westview up on McNary 28-0. That's the first quarter score. Adamsville up on Gibson County 14-0. They're playing for pride there. Go Dirty Birds. Other scores from West Tennessee. Yeah, let's see here. We're just about starting to get into some bleed over stuff, so we're going to give you, let's call that as the scoreboard for right now. We'll check out some other scores. It's 42-0 at TCA. Let's check some stats real quick for you. Cooper Vales passing the ball unofficially for 195 yards. He's 6 for 6, and he's got 4 touchdowns. 3 receptions by Waller for 97 yards and a 47-yard touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown by Jones. A 60-yard touchdown by Delk. And Owen Atwood hauls in a 13-yarder. And TCA with 293 yards of total offense and 42 points. Almost 400 points I've tried to put up, but 42 points. TCA clicking on all cylinders right now. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with the start of the second half, get another place to look at some scores, and we're back after this.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you. Foundation Bank is a division of McKinsey Banking Company, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
And we're back here at Trinity Christian Academy. The Lions lead 42-0. Here's some other scores from around West Tennessee. Take a look at Lake County leads Greenfield 38-0. Westview over McNary 42-0. And looking at some scores, Brighton leads Millington 24-7. Looking at no report from McKinsey and Freedom Prep as of yet. For those of you who care, Notre Dame's leading CAK 43-12. That's somewhat of an upset in that game in the Division II AA. And some other things, we're just not seeing some of the scores I was looking for being reported. Columbia Academy leads Mount Juliet Christian 55-0 at the half. Mount Juliet Christian has not won a game all year. The team they play next week has not won a game all year. And those two teams, the winner of that game, will be the 5th seed and get a lucky dog into the playoffs.
TCA will receive this third quarter kickoff. Waller, the deep man. Lakai, one of the up men. Nick Jones back there. Speaking of Nick, his aunt, Carol Hall, says she's enjoying watching Nick play. Go Lions. Billy Malden's tuned in. Larry Vills. Patrick Boom Bunch. I'm sure Patrick's like me. He's a Braves fan. I'm a Yankees fan, but neither one of us can be happy about Houston cheating again. They won today 5-4 over Texas, and they had a bench clearing incident in that game, by the way. And by the way, Arizona leading Philadelphia 2-0 in the third.
I have not watched one pitch of the baseball postseason.
Well, I said I wouldn't either because the Yankees are out, but I've sort of watched a few innings here and there. I still love the game.
You know, Nick Jones, he's so slick. He's wearing the Malagara shoes. He's having a hard time keeping them down.
Here's the kick. Short kick. Very short. TCA's got to get on that thing, and they do.
A smart play there.
It really is. Sliding. Is that Delk? Yeah, Delk came up with it about 35-yard line.
Just took it, went to the ground because he was not going to be able. By the time he would turn to go upfield, he had the Tipton Rosemark defense all over him. Smart play there.
Ash Robertson, so let's go Number 54.
Let's see. We
Grayson
still got
Resnick.
the starting offense in there right now.
Mandy Grace is tuned in, a lovely buddy. She's going to watch that Auburn Ole Miss game tomorrow. I got some tickets for a couple of friends of mine to that.
Peggy Curry is watching.
Yeah.
Her Georgia Bulldogs are off.
Yeah.
Number 1 ranked, I might add.
Yeah, that's right. Still the cream of the crop. 2-time defending national champs. They put Waller in motion, but they go inside to Lakai. Lakai falls forward for a few yards. Took it at the 35. He's going to get to about the 39. Let's make it 38. 3-yard gain.
I just got closer.
Yeah, that is 4.
5.
I think you're right. It's 4 yards. Second down and 6.
87 yards unofficially on 8 carries.
And that's a quiet 87 yards, isn't it?
Well, most of it was on that 49-yard
Yeah,
run.
that's true, yeah. But, I mean,
Now,
the rest of it.
And the thing, we have not featured Lakai much tonight, and that's fine. He's okay with that. I'm okay with that. We're clicking all cylinders.
Atwood and Waller. Make it Waller. They put it. Here's the jet sweep. Waller, 45
Looky.
midfield, 45. Runs over one of his guys and the other guy as well. And he's all the way down inside the 40-yard line to about the 30. What are they going to mark it? About the 35?
So that was at the.
Going to bring it back as a flag holding on TCA.
Go figure. You know, not many penalties in tonight's game.
No, it hasn't been. Well, other than the illegal motion by Tipton Rosemark.
Yeah, I mean, that's very unusual for us the last couple of weeks. We've seen so many flags.
Yeah.
Had over 100, almost 120 yards last week against FACS.
I was talking to Bill Hamilton, a good friend of mine and yours today, and Bill was telling me that he went with Larry Lewis, the White Hat, down to Riverside last night. I think they played JCM. He said that even the supervisor of officials looked at Bill along the sideline and said, I'm ready to go home. Bill said, I started telling him, go out there and tell him to put those flags up.
Yep.
Well, the ball will be at the 30-yard line.
I watched part of the game. That was pretty ugly.
Second and about 16 now. In the shotgun, Cooper, Lakai. Now another flag comes in right in the middle of the pile. That's going to be another hole, I bet.
Well, I compliment the officials for keeping their flags in the pockets. Now we got 2 in a row.
Yeah, that happens every time, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see what the White Hat tells us on this. Holding again on TCA.
Well, you know what? It's time we just get a Lakai out to the C gap and bust a move.
9-10, running clock in the third. Oh, boy, after last week, I didn't think we'd get any more trouble, but we're looking like, Phil, it could happen again. Third down into 13.
How can bust a move?
It just who did that song?
I don't know, but I broke it down hammer time. I'm hip.
Oh, Philip.
I'm cool.
31-yard line. I'm so glad Christy Timms isn't in control anymore as far as whether we come back or not. Here's the far side right run and not much there.
Tipton Rosemark actually doing a pretty good job. Let's watch that again. Great job, lateral pursuit, their linebackers. They did a good job containing Vales. He pitched out. They had people to cover.
Yep, sure did.
Thomas did a nice job for maybe a loss on the play.
Well, Stanwood didn't do anything. Those 2 holding calls really stymied TCA. It's 4th and about 14.
Stymie?
Stymied.
You know who Stymie is, don't you?
What's that?
Character from Little Rascals.
Oh, that's right. Was that his name?
Stymie.
Stymie, okay. Oh, boy.
He was friends with Buckwheat.
Philip, most people listening have no idea who we're talking about. Philip says, I don't know either.
You should know. I mean, they just came out when you were a kid, Dad.
Yeah, here's Delt. Delt to kick away. Nice punt high. And it gets somewhat of a TRA. And down there by Zane Atwood. Will Keltner's watching tonight. Hey, Will,
Yep.
How are you, buddy? Great golfer.
And he's over in A-State now, right?
Yeah, 43-yard line. Sure is, over in Jonesboro.
And his brother Jackson both over there.
I did a UT Martin game one year with Tom Britt filling in for Bill Haney. And Tom told me I had to go down at halftime and interview Fred Pickard, who was the coach at UT Martin at the time. And
I think I've heard the story.
The only thing I could blurt out is, Coach, tough first half. We were down 56-0 at the break.
Here's the broadcaster's tip. Coach, tough first half. Where are your halftime adjustments?
He was very gracious, though. Here's Nick Fullen. That's nice. Nick's Fullen. He is able to move his way up to about the 49, picks up about 6 yards. Well, let's give him 5. Second down at 5, under 7 minutes, running clock, Stan.
Yep. Good job of penetration and the 5-yard pickup.
Stan, I think we'll see reserves coming into the game pretty soon for a TCA, and this is one of those things you just don't want to get anyone hurt. You're playing on a Friday night. You have a short week. You play next Thursday here against Jackson Christian. Be a packed house, and it's going to be an exciting night, isn't it?
You know I'm going to be here early.
I know you will. What, 3 o'clock?
Maybe earlier.
Well, thank goodness I don't have any events next week. I put 12-hour days in every day this week. What's today, Friday? Here's the little pitch, and they're going to give it to Redmond. Redmond 45-40. Redmond, great move. He's down inside the 20-yard line. He's down to the 15-yard line and saving the touchdown. And a nice play defensively for the Lions. He's going to score Kobe Moore. And boy, Kobe stayed right with him, didn't he? But had to come from across the field and stop him from scoring. Stand there at the 11-yard line, 1st and 10. They can get a first down without scoring.
Kobe did a great – and we haven't had a chance to call Kobe's name tonight. But he did a great job coming clean from the other side of the field, took the proper angle towards the play, and he made up big chunks of yardage because he did take the proper angles.
Clay Williams is back watching with us. Hello, Clay. And his lovely wife. I think they were just on a trip, weren't they?
You know, there's always a way to work geometry into a football game.
No doubt about it.
Angles.
Right. 11-yard line, 1st and 10 there.
You didn't know that was geometry, did you?
That was one of my weakest subjects. I was always looking for a tutor. Well,
John
Tudor. He was a left-handed pitcher for the Cardinals, wasn't he? Well,
Trouble.
Nick Fuller, that was a busted play, and he's still going to get positive yards. Stan, I'm not sure what that was. He did a full turn, but he's inside the 10 to the 9. Look at this play, folks.
He
really unusual.
He takes it here. Well, that was a direct snap.
Was it?
Yeah, that was a direct snap to Nick Fullen.
Nick Fullen.
I think he was looking to hand that ball off. His brother took the deep route towards the C gap. Wasn't anywhere to be found. He goes, I guess I better do something with this ball.
Those snaps have fooled these announcers, but they haven't fooled TCA for the most part, have they?
No.
Well, the ball's at the 9. Remember, they can get to the 1 for the first down.
Boy, would love to keep this up.
Nick Fullen has it this time. He may score. He's going to go in. Touchdown, TRA.
Well, so much for the shutout.
Yep.
427, a good job by Tipton Rosemark there. Has plenty of lead blockers there.
8-yard run.
Did a great job executing that play. And Fullen, Nick, has run hard all night long.
Sure has. So it's 42-6, and you have to admire the Rebels here. They're a proud program. They're not going to give up. The holder will be DeLuco. And the kicker. Here's the snap back. DeLuco did a good job getting that down, but it's no good. And it remains a 42-6 game. The kicker that time was Nathan Washington. Yeah, that snap, I think, bothered everyone there. Running clock, it still runs during the timeout. 42-6. TCA, and they'll have the ball when we come back. Stay with us on the TCA Football Network.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Diamond 42-6. The shutout is gone, but that means we got a little bit of work to do, Diamond.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We'll see if some of the reserves get in the game. Waller, Tompkins, Atwood, and Jones back to receive this kick. It'll never get to those guys.
You know, this is only one touchdown away from being a regular clock game.
Reed Basham will stand near the 35. Atwood's over here at about the 30. And it'll never get to the deep guys, I wouldn't think.
No. Look, I would like it.
Well, what do I know? It's going to be Jones back at about the 8-yard line.
Ooh.
He's to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. On his feet, 25, 30, 35. And will be ridden out of bounds. Nice play there by Przowski on the special teams.
About a 37-yard return.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 Lions. They'll have it at their own 40-yard line. And the Lions lead the game 42-6 with 1:50 all that remains in the third quarter now.
Looks like we're going to see still first unit. This might be the first unit's last gasp of gas for the night. So coach says, y'all better score now.
Clay says he's going back and forth for different games. He says he's switching. He's watching TCA, Milan, and Jackson Christian. He says TCA is my nephew. Milan's coach is my son-in-law, and my son Johnny Williams played for Jackson Christian back in the day.
Well.
So how about that? He's got it all covered, doesn't he? Here's a handoff, and nothing there at all for Lakai. And down to a minute 10, all that remains in the third. And TCA will lose a couple of 2 or 3 yards. It's going to be second down and 12. The ball back at the 38. Lakai's going to come out of the game, and in for him will be
that might be a
Colby
smart
Moore.
move.
Yeah, I think so too.
So Colby Moore, who
how many yards did you wind up with?
Colby has roughly about 85 yards. Colby would be taking his first snaps of the year on the offensive side of the ball. Remember, Colby rushed
he did. Yeah,
for 18 yards on 3 carries as an 8th grader against Nashville Christian.
Reed Basham play faked it to Moore, then threw it over here on the near side, and that didn't fool anyone as he tried to get over here, and he got it to Delk, but nowhere to go, and that's a big loss. It's going to be all the way back to the 30.
Perhaps we should have given it to Colby.
3rd and 20 now. 20 seconds.
But Colby is, last year he was the 2nd leading rusher on this ball club.
Brandon Bradford down at Fed Academy. He's watching tonight. Hello, Coach.
Hey, Coach.
We'll see you down the road.
Coach Bradford, if you can, give us an update on your game against FACS tonight.
2 seconds, 1 second. That's going to wrap it up for the third quarter. It was 42-0 at the break, 42-6 as we head to the fourth. TCA facing a 3rd and 20 from their own 30. This is TCA football. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Stan Gerard for your local Food Right. Food Right is the home of the butcher. Food Right is proud to sell certified Angus beef. It's the very best there is. All of our beef, signature pork, and chicken products are cut and packed fresh daily by our in-store butchers. To feed your family well, Food Right with 11 locations across West Tennessee is where you need to go. Have a great day, everyone, and much more importantly, God bless.
Diamond Dave, we set to start the fourth quarter with TCA leading 42-6. It'll be a quickly played fourth quarter. USJ leads 35-0 with 2.5 to go in the third quarter of that game with a running clock. We'll try and get you a Jackson Christian update.
Charles and Rose Haynes are watching. They said go Grayson. Resident, number 54, 5'6", 170 offensive and defensive lineman. One thing we haven't mentioned, October is, of course, National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and the Lions, all of them wearing purple socks or purple armbands, pink towels. I said purple, I meant pink. And it's a 42-6. Clint Reed just reminding everyone about the fireworks to follow the game, Stan.
Boom, baby, boom. Oh, I've got, speaking of that, and I apologize, I should have done this earlier.
Here's Reed Basham. Caught. Delk. 25-20. Joshua Delk will score, and Reed Basham has another touchdown pass. How about that?
Delk, a 67-yard touchdown off the strike for the Lions.
Boy, once Delk caught it, that's his second of the night. And he turned on the afterburners, didn't he?
127 yards on 2 receptions and 2 touchdowns. TCA passing 8 for 8 in this game.
That's a nice throw, too, by Reed Basham.
And we're going to remind everybody that the girls' middle school soccer team is playing their conference championship game against Martin tomorrow at TCA. If you can get out here, come on, support those young ladies because they are the future. They're 10-0-1.
Go Lions.
They play Saturday at noon.
How about high noon? Snap back, ball down, kick up, bingo. It's 49-6. All Lions back after this. 1 minute message. Make it a 30-second break. Here on Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz.
Psst, buddy, I'm not feeling too good after all this summer heat.
Yeah, me either. I think I'm about to blow a coil.
Let McCoy's Heating and Air give your unit a little TLC. Maintenance is the key to staying worry-free. Right now, schedule a one-time cleaning for only $90. Call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com.
McCoy's got us in great shape, unlike that guy.
Jackson's most trusted team of technicians. York and McCoy's Heating and Air.
It was the Lady Lions Middle School soccer team defeating St. Augustine 4-0 in their last game to advance the championship game, where they will host Martin Middle School from the Westview area. TCA 10-0-1 on the year. Way to go, girls. If you can get out there tomorrow, let's go and cheer on our Lady Lions. What do you say, folks?
9:50 left in the game, running clock. TCA leading 49-6. Nikki Castles is in the house. There she is right there. And it's kicked down there and coming out of there
Look
with
out.
it. There's Redmond again. Boy, he's a good returner.
Redmond's one of their better running backs,
Yeah.
and quite frankly, I'm kind of surprised
Haven't given it to him more.
we have not seen him featured more tonight.
Up to the 32-yard line, Edwin Atwood made the catch or made the tackle. Well, it's 49-6, and the Lions are about to move to 7-2 overall and 4-0 in the region, with a big showdown now with Jackson Christian next Thursday night here.
Mhm.
Airtime 6:30, kick at 7.
My advice to you folks, if you're planning on attending, get here early.
Yeah.
You'll have to park in the front parking lot or in the back lot behind the gym.
49-6. Well, unless you're Stan Gerard, you park right up next to the stadium.
That's true. You could too if you wanted to.
I could. I just always prefer to park out where I park. Sort of not a superstitious thing, but here's the snap, and nothing there much for Nick Fullen.
Nice job by the TCA defense. You know what this TCA team reminds me of? Wearing these black jerseys. They kind of remind me a little bit of the jerseys worn by the Bears of the mid-'60s. And it kind of looks like,
it does,
the Butkus, the games, the
Sure.
jerseys that Gale Sayers and the late Dick Butkus.
Saw your social media post on Dick Butkus the other day. By the way, Diane Delk says, way to go, Joshua and Reed.
Here's a trivia question for you. What is one team's single greatest first round draft picks in the history of the NFL?
Well, it would be Gale Sayers and Butkus, wouldn't it? And
Pick-
now Loose running that football. Nice play there. That's Redmond again, Stan. You talked about a moment ago why he hadn't got the ball more. They give it to him on the jet sweep. He's inside the 20-yard line down to about the 13-yard line. Well, they say when it goes out of bounds around the 20.
Oh, that's a big help.
He's a good runner.
Pickup of a whole bunch on the play, but number 3 and number 4, they went in the draft. How Papa Bear managed to get those high draft picks, because Papa Bear didn't like to spend money. He got 2 of the all-time best back-to-back.
George Hallis, one of the great legendary names of football
You know,
years past.
I'll be real honest, the more I read about him, the less I like that man.
Really?
Yeah.
He was sort of crusty. Now they go that same play again to Redmond as they bring him back on the sweep across the way, and he doesn't get much. They're bringing him, they line him up, Stan, here to the left. Watch the play. Now you'll watch, they'll hand it off, and then there's the double
inside
handoff.
reverse,
yeah. Little reverse, yeah.
No, George House is the reason it took so long for Dick Butkus to have his number retired.
Did not know that.
Because you remember Dick Butkus had to sue the Bears because they would not let, when he hurt his knees, the Bears organization would not let Butkus get an outside opinion.
Probably one of the most beloved Chicagoans in years past. Ernie Banks comes to mind in baseball, Butkus in football. Of course, Michael in basketball.
Well, he said in his last visit to Chicago, and it was just 3 weeks ago, I think it was, somebody get me a uniform and a quarterback to hit.
Boy, that Tipton Rosemark, you got to credit these kids. They hadn't quit. No quit in this bunch at all.
No.
This time there's Nick Fullen again. Boy, that's a nice burst of energy down to about the 11. He's a little short. 2 down territories, third and less than a yard.
Did a great job. The pulling tackle came in, cleared the hole. He went right behind him, got the nice gain.
Under 6 minutes of the game. Yeah, you got to admire this Rebel bunch. They go to Nick Fullen on the high snap. He's going to get the first down. Didn't need a lot, didn't get a lot, but he got enough. Down to about the 10, I think. It's going to be first and goal.
Now when you're someone like Stan who'd like to see either this game get over now or TCA get another lick, this is when the clock kind of runs slow.
Sure. I'm glad I brought my jacket. It's cooling off a little bit.
Oh. It was 77 today.
Yeah, I think tomorrow it's up to 82, and then Sunday, Stan, it's only 71 or 2, I think, the high.
I put that order in.
49-6. Boy, you love this time of year. Football and cool nights.
Speaking of
Nice
that,
days. Not a cloud in the sky when I was coming back from McKenzie to Jackson. Here is Redmond. Redmond's going to score. Same play they ran a moment ago, except he comes to the left here, Stan. Let's see if they do the same thing here.
they did.
No, they just give it to him straight out this time, but the same.
Well, they ran from the wing back spot.
Sure did,
so.
yeah. Well, it's 49-12.
So, but and quite honestly, they're doing this against most of the first unit.
It is. I was thinking the same thing a moment ago. Well, our lovely buddy, Therese Whitehead, is tuned in. That means John and Lucy's probably somewhere in there watching. Miss Lucy, 49-12. We talk about Ralphie all the time. Lucy keeps that household together. Here's the kick up, and it is good. 49-13. As Redmond ran it in from 10 yards out. And it's now TCA still winning big, but Rosemark making a little bit of a move.
The good news is, into the third quarter, in the first round of the TSSAA playoffs, Evansville Wrights 24, Boonville 0. I don't see a repeat of last year happening.
No upset there, is it?
Nope.
Clock still running, stand under 4. And
that game wasn't Boonville last year. How that was is beyond me. Boonville, a team with about 4 losses. Wrights went undefeated, and Wrights had to be the road team because of the goofy way the state of Indiana draws for their playoffs.
Doesn't seem fair. Speaking of Indiana, Boogie Flan today, New York, great guard, top 20 guard, was Indiana all the way until last night. He switched over. Guess where he's going, buddy? I wouldn't bring it up. He's going to Lexington, the God's country. Philip Becker shaking his head back here.
Where's he from?
He's from New York. Boogie Flan. Remember the name?
Booger?
Boogie.
Is that like Boogie Oogie Oogie?
Here's an onside kick. They may have it.
Yeah, and they do.
Rosemark's got it. Hit one of the up men. We couldn't come up with it.
Well, here's the bottom line on this, Diamond Dave. TCA, for the most part, has their first unit in the game, and we've played very sloppy.
I've been real crisp in the second half.
The entire fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Very sloppy.
Teresa says, yes, Lucy does run the household. 49-13. 48-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10. When I see John's notes about driving Lucy around town, I always remember my little buddy Jeter, who I lost back in 2018. But I didn't go anywhere with that little man going with me. Philip cuts the grass right behind my house. Bella and Bentley don't like Philip much when he weeds eats.
Your dogs didn't like me a whole lot either.
Jeter didn't like anybody except me. 49. Well,
that beautiful schnauzer you had. I love schnauzers.
Max was a sweetheart though.
To you.
49-13. Here's the handoff, and not much there by Nick Fullen. Well, he gets about 5. Stan, there's an old adage: when dogs don't like you, that's not good.
Your dog was the dog. I was the reincarnation of the devil himself.
He did.
And I love dogs.
Well, you bit 2 or 3 of my son's friends. I'm into 45. Well, it's second down and about, let's call it 4.5, almost 5 yards. Ball down to the 44-yard line. Well, Stan, you'd like to shut them down here and not let them score again.
That I would, Dave. That I would.
John Coffey watching tonight. He's a faithful
Spelled
follower.
Spelled the same, only different.
Yep.
Get it?
I get it. 49-13.
I'm tired, boss.
Second down and 5. They snap it to Fullen, then Fullen gives it to Fullen. That time they snapped it directly to Jackson. He handed it to Nix, and he got to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And the Lions there, Johnny on the spot. Good tackles.
Mm-hmm. That it was, my friend.
That was Kendall Boyle on the stop.
Yeah, we don't call Kendall's name a lot, but he does such a great job.
He clogs up that middle, doesn't he? He clogs it up.
He's
sure
a
does.
roadblock in the middle.
I don't think we give him enough credit. What he does, he holds them at bay to allow the linebackers to get there a lot of times.
That would be a good analogy.
And this time, boy, look at that tackle there.
Just
upending the running back. And that was the Hammer and Hank. He just hit him right around the ankles. 4th and about 4 now.
Somebody call a timeout so we can get one more play.
At the 42-yard line.
You know who always was famous?
You don't like these running clocks, do you?
You know who is famous for calling a timeout when the game is lost and under a minute to go?
Who's that?
Dick Butkus.
Yeah.
Answer why? Because it gave him another chance to hit someone.
Yeah, 4th down and 4. This will be the last play, barring a penalty. They give it this time to Redmond again. Same play he scored a moment ago in, but that didn't work.
Got by a
that time.
yard.
Got a yard, and that's it. And TCA will take over. They'll not even have to take over. That ends the game. Your happy final here. The Lions move to 7-2, 4-0 in the region. Meanwhile, it is the Tipton Rosemark fans going back to North Shelby County at 6-3 and 1-3. John Coffey says he was at the game until the second half started. He's watching now from his house. Hello, John. Well, that's going to wrap it up for the game anyway. We'll come back with a post game. Stan will have analysis. I'll have a scoring recap. Stan will have stats and scores. The happy final here. Setting up the big game for Thursday night against Jackson Christian. 49-13, all Lions for the get-go. This is TCA Football on the TCA Football Network.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory. Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not, shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Waterwell Solutions, LLC offers experienced and diversified services throughout the greater Tennessee area. Waterwell Solutions specializes in water well drilling operations. They are experienced in the design, construction, and maintenance of wells from 4 to 16 inches in diameter and depths up to 1,000 feet. Waterwell Solutions has 3 locations in Summerville, Brownsville, and Trenton. For a consultation, give them a call at 731-779-1275.
Diamond Dave, the happy final, 49-13. Some other scores that are going on right now. Jackson Christian leading Harding Academy 55-7. Fourth quarter just now starting there for some reason. Obviously, they didn't use a running clock earlier in that ball game. We'll take a look at the USJ score, and then Diamond Dave will give us some stats, and I'll give us another look around the state for some other scores, and we'll get out of here for the night. Diamond?
I'm ready for you, sir. Nick Fullen, 8-yard run, made it 42-6 in the third quarter. And then TCA with 11:43 bounce back, 67-yard Reed Basham to Joshua Delk. A touchdown pass, made it 48-6. Willard made the PAT 49-6. And then it was Redmond, a 10-yard run there at the end, making it 49-13. That after the big 42-point unanswered explosion that we told you about earlier happened for the Lions. If you're just joining us, 49-yard Lakai Tompkins run after TCA's defense had shut down. Now they turned the lights off for the fireworks. But a 49-yard drive after TCA took the ball at the 49-yard line. A 7-0 game as Willard hit the PAT. Then a 60-yard Delk from Vales pass, 75-yard drive, 2:56. The PAT was no good, it was 13-0. there in the second stanza. 13-yard, it was Vales to Atwood. Zane Atwood caught it 27 yards out, made it 20-0. That on the last play of the first quarter. 21-yard Vales this time to Nick Jones, made it 27-0. The fireworks explode here at TCA at the 9:08 mark of the second stanza. Then at the 6:09 mark, it was Vales to Waller this time, 40 yards out, capping off a 68-yard drive, 33-0. Willard made it 35-0 with the PAT. Then Vales this time to Waller again, 42-0 with 1:10 left in the second stanza. Clay Williams said all of his teams won tonight. TCA, Jackson Christian, Van Milan. He's hoping for a big Walls win tomorrow in Tuscaloosa. Fireworks going off, Stan, and there's a night of fireworks here at homecoming as the Lions win the ball game. The happy final, 49-13.
Tell you what, Diamond, behind this double pane glass, it almost trying to take a look, get some scores up. My normal scoreboard operation is not getting us a whole lot at the moment, but we'll bring you some scores here quickly. Looking up some from other areas of the state, and apparently they don't update those until Lake County over Greenfield, 44-0. That's the final. It was Riverside, of course, winning 49-6 last night. Those are the other finals from West Tennessee. We have, of course, our final 49-13. USJ was leading 35-0. Jackson Christian is in a mercy rule against their opponent. Take a look at some other scores here. We'll shift back as you hear the fireworks behind me. And we'll try and get you some updates here. Not a lot of updates here in the second half. Adamsville leads Gibson County 21-0. Not a lot on the Milan Peabody game. Maryville defeats Alcoa 24-21 in a big game. Westview dominating their opponent. And Milan, last score I had was Milan 20, Peabody 3. And that's a game for position, Diamond Dave.
Yes, no doubt. You know, Peabody was in a situation if they could win out, they might could finish as high as first, but Milan now will probably send them down to the third or fourth place. Beautiful fireworks here, folks.
Yeah. At the half, or at the end of the first quarter, is FACS 14 and Fayette Academy 14. That's an important game in our region. The winner of that game will likely finish third in the region. I'm going to turn to Coach Jackson here. He's wrapping up some tape, or wrapping up some plugs very professionally. 6 for 6 for Cooper Vales for 6 for 6 for Cooper Vales, 195 yards, give or take. Timing and scoring concurs. Two different TCA quarterbacks throw touchdowns. Unprecedented passing the football, 8 for 8, and Delk had 2 touchdowns. Atwood had 1, Jones had 1, and Waller had 1. So 4 different TCA lines caught passes for touchdowns, and 200 plus yards in in passing for the Lions tonight. Cooper Vales, a phenomenal night throwing the football here in West Tennessee. There you can see a little bit on the screen. The fireworks are going on, and we'll take a look at some other scores here while you enjoy a little bit of a fireworks show here, Diamond. You're off tomorrow in Bethel football, correct?
Oh no, I'm at home tomorrow.
Oh, you got a home game?
Third straight home game. I'm worn out.
Who you got?
Tomorrow we have Cumberland University. The Phoenix out of Cumberland University in Lebanon.
Isn't that where the former Bethel coach is at now?
No, he's no longer there.
Oh, he's not. Did not know that. Saw a picture just not long ago.
Coaching high school up there.
I did not know that. There, now you're seeing a great picture of the fireworks, spectacular display. And what a better way to end this broadcast. I know they're going to want to get out of here pretty soon, but we've given these fans of TCA fireworks all season long. I just want you all to know my dad paid for this fireworks show tonight. He wants to give a little bit back to you folks. But we hope you enjoy the fireworks show. I've got my computer on somewhere else trying to find some scoring updates for you. Nothing's coming across at the moment. So we will just leave it with this.
Saving the best for last, aren't they? Look at that.
Yeah. Always the best for last.
This was really going to be, actually, the fireworks were scheduled earlier this year on Meet the Lines night, weren't they?
Which we were not able to have. So they were already prepaid for, so you had to give them at some point. So what a great night to do them on homecoming. TCA with a big 49-13 victory. And folks, we'll be honest with you. Rosemark gave great effort in this ball game. Not going to deny that, but the score of this ball game not as close as the final score might indicate in the contest. TCA dominated from start to finish offensively, punted the ball one time,
no doubt,
and that was late in the second half. But for the first half, just like last week, Diamond, the TCA offense clicking, and you look at what TCA gave up. These were first team points the TCA defense gave up, and I think it's going to be a very, very intense week of practice as Coach gets this bunch ready to take on those Eagles from Jackson Christian School for the region title, baby.
Great point, Stan. I think he's probably going to use the last part of the third quarter and some of the fourth quarter. I think he's going to sort of go back and accentuate those films to the kids and say, look, you can't do this next week. You got to have a great game from start to finish. And, you know, the game's out. It's tough when you're leading 42-0 at the break. It's hard to keep your focus. Lakai went out of the game in the third, didn't come back either. So 49-13. Fireworks during the game and fireworks after the game.
Fireworks after the game. Little preview of next week. Of course, everybody's going to go. Everybody's looking, you know, the big gun for Jackson Christian, Jalen Mosley, the outstanding receiver, over 1,200 yards, leading receiver in the state of Tennessee. They got a fine running back and a fine quarterback. And you look at the beginning of this year, Dave, you know, people are saying, Dave, how's TCA going to stop Mosley? How's TCA going to stop this guy and that guy? But here's the question we got to answer right now. How are they going to stop Braden Waller? How are they going to stop Cooper Vales? And Lord, how are they going to stop Lakai Tompkins?
Remember the game last year, 49-42.
Yes, it was. It was a barn burner back and forth, and we might just have fireworks. Matter of fact, I know we're going to have fireworks at 10 Windy City Road next Thursday night, starting at 6:30 with a countdown to kickoff pregame show right here on Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz. Folks, I will have middle school basketball for you on Tuesday. Let's see, that starts at 6, so I'll have airtime about 5:50. TCA, I believe, is against Rose Hill. Some good-looking young youngsters on this middle school basketball team. Come and support the middle school basketball team in their home opener as their season opener as they take on Rose Hill right down the road in the gym. And that's going to be a dandy. And then it don't get any better than this. I think there was a song called that. Jackson Christian comes the short trip down in what I like to call the neighborhood street fight. It's Jackson Christian and TCA for all the marbles, the premier game in West Tennessee next week. And we're going to have it for you right here on Worthy Road Studios, the BallGame Blitz. My partner, Diamond Dave McCauley, myself, Stan Gerard, along with the whole crew. Check out the game right here next week on the BallGame Blitz, 6:30 airtime.
With Bradley White on cameras, along with Brady Rich, Coach B, Philip Robinson doing a great job directing us tonight. Our executive producer, director Jay Cashin, and the man behind the entire scope of things is Paul Schultz. For Stan Gerard, on the night of fireworks, the Lions win it 49-13. Until next Thursday, 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock. Don't dare miss it. Be here, but if you can't, watch it and join us on the network. That's going to wrap it up for all of us. For Stan and all the gang, Diamond Dave McCulley from TCA, the happy final, 49-13. Good night, everybody.